what's going on? Happy Tuesday. Hey, ye untamable Yana and Tingus. It's late on a Tuesday night because for some reason Marvel Snap releases stuff at 9 p.m. at night for my time. So we have to stream at 9 p.m. at night. And by the way, I'm really annoyed. So a new card came out today, I guess, although I haven't seen them tweet about it, or I've only seen people in Discord mentioning it. Sauron is supposedly out today. People are seeing him. But I didn't get him in my shop. He's my own. I have Sentry and Sauron as my only unowned cards, right? I actually got Orca in a box earlier. And I had Sentry in my shop. I had him pinned and saved until noon today, or 1 today. When it rolled over, I got offered Sentry again, which I don't know why you get offered the same thing twice in a row instead of getting Sauron then. And then again tonight at 9 p.m. I got a variant instead of getting. I got a variant again instead of getting Sauron again. I don't. It's really frustrating that I've set up a world where I can get the new cards reliably and I still don't get the new cards. That's frustrating to me. But anyway, we did get Orca, so we could try some Orca stuff tonight. I'll see if I get Sauron in the shop at 5 a.m. tomorrow. We'll try to do Sauron tomorrow. So we got Orca. We also got the new featured location. I think this is one that actually it will help to build a deck around. So I think we're gonna do both the featured location and Orca tonight. I had an Orca deck idea and a I don't know exactly what we're gonna do with Altar of Death. We'll try to make something cool happen. Seth, good time, dude. Thanks for the 29 months. I'm glad to be the one thing you commit to. That's awfully nice. Maybe we'll just go baller here and we'll get Sauron in a box. You know what? That's a good idea. Let's just open Sauron in a box. I got 2,000 credits. That's the real solution to this problem, isn't it? Like, he's not showing up in the shop. Okay, I'll save some tokens, right? Easy game. Easy game. These are all infinite cards. What am I doing? Hey, Drunken Ears, thanks to the Prime sub, dude. And Dunkman also dropping the 59 months. You've been subbed to me longer than you've been married. You've also been subbed to me longer than I've been married. That's a milestone. And Sir Tickle, thanks to the Prime sub. I can't finish reading your name lest I get banned, but I'll say the first half. Sir Tickle, thanks for the sub. Where are my upgradable cards? Let's go. Come on. So we're gonna do that. We also got some news to talk about in the world of Marvel Snap. We can also talk about my video I put out yesterday on Marvel Snap if anybody wants to. Put out a video. Some of you may have seen it. It showed up on Reddit and stuff. Point of many discussions yesterday. Basically how I spent $2,700 to get a complete Marvel Snap collection. Complete in quotations, but you know, more or less complete. What do I have a lot of boosters for, so we can just burn through these really quickly? None of these have a lot of boosters. Oh, Arrow does. Okay, arrows are upgrade to our target. Hey, Reno Jenkins, thanks for the 40 months. Do I have any intentions of trying out Midnight Suns? No. I don't know if you're the person who asked last time, but no, I just think the Abbey management portion of the game looks so dreadful to me that I can't do it. Sorry. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't want to steal your enjoyment of it. The combat system looks awesome. If I could just do the combat and have somebody else play the rest of the game, I'd be all about it. But I don't think that's a possibility. So I've been dodging it. I don't want to spend 20 hours trying to get through all the weird relationship management side of it to get to the combat. Although I will acknowledge the combat looks amazing. Okay. Ooh, credits, nice. Those are not Sauron though. Sauron is what we're looking for. It's so unlikely, but not impossible. All right, let's keep rolling, arrow. Yes, for $2,700, I could hire a Midnight Suns Abbey intern. Yes, but that would not pay for itself like the Marvel Snap cards do. They turn into money. No, I don't trust my ability to convert Midnight Suns videos into money at quite the same clip. Hi PRR, thanks for the 4 months. Yee, we might. Yeah, man, I really like the game a lot. We'll see how it goes. It's part of it's a time management issue for me. It's really hard to stream sponsored non-Hearthstone or Marvel Snap games. I do it sometimes, of course, but it's really hard. There's opportunity costs to overcome because that time could be spent making money instead of not making money, basically. Ooh, nice Spider-Man variant. I like that a lot. Still not Sauron though. And I'm out of credits, just like that. Okay. So we didn't get Sauron, that's fine. Let's build an Altar of Death deck, guys. So this new featured location, Altar of Death, when you play a card here, destroy it to get +2 energy next turn. So obviously a deck with some destroy effects feels like it's going to be the best option here. Do I have a Deathwave deck laying around? No. Let's make a Deathwave deck then. So in particular, we could do Deadpool. Seems awesome. We could do Bucky Barnes. Seems awesome. Nova. This is good. Certainly Sabretooth and or Wolverine are pretty nice. You know what you could do? You could also do a Galactus deck. Dude, this actually is one of the... We haven't had a featured location in a while that I think is really good to build around. I think this is the first one in a while that's like really, really good to build around. Why is it so hard to keep this on screen? Yeah, Electro Galactus is kind of cool. We also, though, you also need... You also need a way to actually win this location, though. Oh, well, that's... I guess Bucky Barnes does that. Wolverine kind of could as well. Yeah, Knull and Deadpool definitely... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was originally thinking, like, Death Wave, but why? Why not just Knull? You could do... Actually, you could do Knull and Arnim Zola. Arnim Zola is also insane in this. Because, oh my god, why? Click and add! God. That's actually so sick. So this is Altar of Death. Yeah, Psylocke and Electro both are pretty sick. Not Electra, Electro. Psylocke is insane. I mean, do you even really need Psylocke? Is she overkill? You go to what? 3 + 2. Oh, you could go to 6 off Psylocke right away, as you said. Yeah, that might actually be worth it. White Wolf, dude, thanks for the Prime sub. And Dank Loots, thanks for the Prime sub, dude. You guys kicked off a hype train early. That's really nice. Thank you, everybody. Honestly, a bit surprised to you playing Snap after today's video. I'm curious about that perspective. What about the video implied that I wasn't going to be playing the game? In fact, I think the video pretty much indicated I had a lot of intentions to keep playing the game, right? Because I spent a bunch of money, and I make money, and I gave them instructions on how to fix the game. It's not like I said I'm done with the game. I gave a lot of really constructive feedback about why I want the game to succeed, and in fact closed on saying how much fun I think the game is, just being limited by its monetization model, right? Maybe you thought I was gonna have like a cooldown period. Maybe that's what you mean. I didn't think or intend it to sound like a you know, I'm leaving the game sort of thing. Moon Girl Deadpool's a neat idea. You do have a lot of energy to work with. So the fact that you're spending 4 to duplicate resources is maybe not crazy. What? So the only way we're winning Altar of Death currently is Bucky Barnes. Usually when people make these kinds of videos, it's an indicator they're stepping back from the game for a bit. I don't know. I didn't think I indicated that at all. I actually felt like I indicated the opposite. I don't know. I guess I'm not beholden to whatever people normally do. I thought I was pretty forward looking, if anything. Hood is fine. Yeah, I mean... Are there any other just really big 6-cost things? Yeah, Turo, no worries, man. I am just I mean, I'm not trying to give you a hard time, of course. I'm just curious how that perspective came across. I'm just thinking about the video, thinking back, like... I don't know. I felt like it was really... Like, here's how we fix the game. I want the game to be better, not a... I'm done with the game. As I said, like, I make money on this loop of Marvel Snap, so for me, it's not a problem so much. I just worry about the player base, right? It's my experiences in Marvel Snap are fine. I can spend money and make money. It's that I think the game is going to have a lot of problems retaining players if they don't make it better. Oh yeah, actually, speaking of which, we need to talk about the news. Shoot, yeah, we started building our deck too soon. Shoot, we got 2 things of news I wanted to talk about. Speaking of which, this is actually good news. They I'm on the wrong side of the screen, but I'm too lazy to fix it. They announced just like an hour ago they're going to be dropping cards by a series, which is really, really good news. They've been teasing this for a while. We finally got some details, still not all the details because we don't know how often this will be happening, but the details we did get are good. So Series 5 cards, 4 out of the 5 of these are great cards, and they're going to be dropping a series, making them more likely to be discovered by people. And also Series 4, 4 cards are dropping to Series 3, which just puts them in your collection track, which is really, really good news. And again, I think these are all pretty solid cards. Luke Cage, probably the least meta, maybe Titania, but Absorbing Man and She-Hulk in particular, awesome cards. So these are going to be very readily accessible to people, which is great. And these are going to be more accessible and then in line to be even more in the future. And these are really good cards. Shuri, Bast, Black Panther, all amazing. Valkyrie, pretty good. Skrull, maybe not great yet, but should be. Exact time and date may vary, but these are aimed for January 31st. Now, there are going to be some cards that don't drop. Thanos and Galactus. I'm actually okay with that, honestly. If they want to keep some cards Series 5, whatever. That's not going to bug me too much. They are super iconic and awesome. Kind of cool with having, like, the Chase token shop stuff. They're not, like, meta-defining necessarily either, so... As long as these cards don't become meta-defining or something, I'm okay with them being a little more prohibitive. It's fine to toss a bone to Second Dinner here and there. That's cool. And then first edition, if you bought the card when it was in Series 5, you're going to get an extra badge on your card to showcase that you're a whale. Basically a whale marker, which is kind of crazy. And then they tease some additional token shop adjustments, which they don't have details, but they want people to get new cards sooner, basically, for people who haven't completed Series 3. So yeah, glad to finally get some details on here. This is good news. This is the sort of stuff they need to be doing to make the monetization model feel so much better. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I actually don't really want the badge. I feel like depending on what it looks like, it might be annoying looking, but not a big deal. Whatever, because I'll have all badges. but it's fine. And then also the patch notes came in earlier today as well. These are what we saw before from the leak. I made a video on these like last week. So nothing too surprising here, but you guys should go check out the website if you want to get these details. Some of the nerfs and stuff came through, buffs, bug fixes, etc. I don't know. We don't need to talk about that. Mostly want to talk about the serious stuff. During the series drops every month. Okay, that's good. But we don't know how many or anything or the details still, right? Like, is it always gonna be 4? Is it gonna be 1? Is it gonna be, you know, I don't know. Whatever the case, they didn't just drop like the worst cards. You know, they could have dropped like M'Baku and Helicarrier and like garbage Agent Coulson stuff. I mean, these aren't the worst cards, but they're not great. They actually dropped good cards, that's a good sign. Now next month, you know, maybe it will have to be Coulson and Maria Hill, but for now at least, you know, giving people some good cards. So okay, this is the Altar of Death deck we've got together so far. I feel like it might be nice to have one more big high cost payoff card. Something like, you know, maybe a Dr. Doom just to get a coverage across Altar of Death, since we're going to have like a lot of extra mana all the time. If we always have pretty high energy totals, having a Dr. Doom to pay that off could be pretty nice. Yeah, true. We don't handle an armor very well right now, because we don't have any of our own destroy effects. That's a good point. And also, if we don't hit the location, this is completely broken. So I don't know. I think some of these greedy things might need to, I think we actually have to dial this back a little bit here. Let's make sure the deck can win when we're not just on featured location, right? This is a little greedy at the moment. So maybe we go for a Carnage and a Deathlock. Venom is also probably okay for Deadpool. This gives us a little bit more coverage on non-featured. Yeah, Galactus could also go in here. I don't think that's insane. As another backup plan type card. Galactus into Knull is game winning with Electro and such. That looks a little bit better to me. Yeah, we could do Forge for Deadpool. I also have Bast, actually, is probably even better. I think most Deadpool decks that are good now run Bast. It's not even really bad on any given card in the deck either, because nothing gets smaller except Deathlock and Sabretooth. Yeah, maybe it's a Bast in that case. Is Sabretooth kind of greedy, guys? It feeds a Knull on Altar of Death games, but otherwise I don't think it's very good. I kind of like the Bast here better. This makes more sense to me. Yeah, true. Hood is not great with Knull. I mean, it's not like the end of the world. You still net total, but it is true we found something a little better. We've actually done things like Titania in the past to feed our Knull, just get like a big cheap card in the Venom and stuff. But with Bast, that may not be the right route. We could do something like Adam Warlock with Bast instead. We could actually run our own armor. This is be sneaky. What else did we have here? Angel, Gambit. I mean, Killmonger is certainly a fine card with Deadpool. Don't hate a Killmonger by any means. Could put that Psylocke back in to give us the other angle to Galactus Knull. Maybe that's worth it. Psylocke is a 3, is not terrible either. If we get Bast in a Psylocke, fine Destroy Body for Carnage and stuff. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. All right, I like this. So this has the Altar of Death line and also non-Altar of Death line. Yeah, I like the idea of the I like the idea of the Enchantress, but let's keep that in our pocket. Let's see how many people are actually running armor. It may be worth it if there's like a ton of armor out there, right? Altar of Death. Oh, I need to get a deck list up. Shoot. Yeah, I'll fix it later, whatever. I'll fix it. All right. Oh, not a good start. Not our favorite location for sure. I feel like my head is too low as always, but whatever. Man, I was really hoping to play Sauron tonight. I'm so frustrated by the shop not giving me Sauron. Even though I concocted a perfect scenario for it. Merged into a symbiote. 2, 3, 4 would be decent there. Let's go here though instead. Electro's really good there regardless. Sunspot left. Alrighty, no worries. Bifrost. Okay, so we're gonna get this guy merged over. Deadpool Venom right is fine. We are gonna have the option to Knull into Zola if we Wave actually a little annoying here. It really does mess with my my line a little. What if we Galactus though? I don't think we're very good. Galactus left, right? Knull is not big. The opponent does reveal first, so they could play some pretty big stats here to make Knull worth it, and then Knull can't be destroyed. I just don't have another great follow-up card, you know? I don't have anything else big, because a lot of my power comes in from like Zola and stuff. Chat just says, do it. Pog. Galactus right? Well, that wouldn't be very good, right? That would just not go off. Oh, that's a great stat line for the Knull. So that's perfect. Apparently they're gonna add an animation for Thanos like Galactus. Kind of maybe reinforcing their ideas like the big bads as they talked about. Okay, so hear me out. We can play Bast here, right? Knull is an ongoing effect, so it won't matter. Now that said, is that worth it, I guess? It doesn't do anything. It's just 1 power. I mean, it's more power than I currently have if I'm spending 6 on Knull next turn regardless, but I can wait, I guess, right? Well, not really. No, we're going into just play this now. I don't know, we might top deck something better. I don't know. Oh, genius, dude. Actual genius, dude. I'm too good at the game, guys. Just deal with it. For the sake of leader, this doesn't matter. Can't destroy. We already saw their Magneto. They don't get big enough to beat Knull, right? There's no way. There's no way they get big enough to beat Knull. I don't see it. We're 15 ahead. Sunspot is only 6, and of course any other amount smaller than that, whatever, it's not enough. A destroyer wouldn't even win, right? Yep. Victory. Let's go. Genius heads up early Knull. Whew. Dodging that leech, man. Feels good, guys. Feels good. Okay, that actually felt fun. Oh, decklist. Let me get it going. Oh yeah, I climbed up to 95 since I last saw you guys. Played a little bit off stream this week. Haven't streamed in a few days. I've had a sore throat. I've been feeling a little sick. It's really hard to stream with a sore throat. It's not too bad to make a video for 15 or 20 minutes. You can kind of work through it, but trying to talk for like 3 or 4 hours with a sore throat is, as you might imagine, not ideal always, so just made videos instead. Didn't want to tough it out, risk making it worse. All right, deck list incoming shortly. Boop-boo-doo. Galactus nerf really making a difference. Yeah. These nerfs were baby nerfs, which I actually generally do prefer. I think people underestimate what like 1 or 2 little stat changes can do to a card. But yeah, still pretty baby nerfs. Well, that's not the right deck list. It never is. There it is. Oh yeah. Professional streamer man in the house. All right. Hey, Pocket Tank, thanks to the 11 months. Fine Bast, yeah, getting a Psylocke down's cool. Bulky Barn's probably not the best thing to buff, but whatever. No Deadpool in hand. I wonder if it's worth waiting or not, but since we had an on-curve play, I don't think so. Man, Wakanda sure is showing up a lot. We've actually yet to see Altar of Death, but we keep getting Wakanda. So, interesting. Psylocke into Galactus would definitely be a possibility. So we would want to play that on turn 4, but I would kind of want to have the Knull in hand, I think, before we did that, right? Maybe we just Venom here. It's currently my only destroy effect, but we don't want to play the Psylocke just yet, and we don't want to commit anything to Leche Aguila either. So let's just maybe put some stats in the Knull. Open up some board space. Next turn would be the Psylocke turn.
Wind, aid my
Okay, that's actually fine if we're gonna go ahead and Galactus mid. Now they're gonna know about the Galactus because of the Daredevil, so I don't know. Oh, we actually do hit the Knull though. Okay, that is intriguing. Yeah, so we're going to 6 next turn, and then we finish on the Knull in Wakanda. I wonder how much ability the opponent will have to disrupt the Knull via a leader. They're running Brood, Daredevil, Iceman, and Storm. So this feels like a Cerebro deck, which the monster is certainly screwing with right now. Cerebro decks typically would not, I would expect them to not have an answer with a leader or anything. Cosmo would also not be in a Cerebro 2 deck, which I think this is. It doesn't feel like a Surfer dedicated build because of Iceman and Daredevil. I think we take the risk. The question is, can we snap? Normally I would snap this, but the Daredevil's making me think a snap is a little bit risky. A little bit risky. Hobgoblin could be in a Cerebro 2 deck. Yeah, that could definitely be a disruptor. Let's not snap. Let's just play it and hope for the best. Snap would feel greedy. Good old Sean here might get us.
Opponent snapped.
Huh. Okay. So this means the Galactus will whiff because they're running Daredevil or Hobgoblin, which kind of means I lose. I don't think we have a way to beat Hobgoblin. We can't Deathlock it, right? So feels like we're pretty much screwed. Yeah, this is not big enough to win. Yeah, if we revealed first, we would have been fine, but we don't. What does snapping do? Raises the stakes. So imagine if you're in Hearthstone, you are gonna win 1 star for your ranked game. If you snapped, you would win 2 stars or lose 2 stars. And the opponent can also snap to push it up to more, so you can go to 4 or 8 stars per game. All right, Bast. We don't have a turn 2 play. Let's maybe hold the Bast here, see if we don't find a Deadpool, perhaps. Pretty unlikely, but we can hopefully just play it next turn anyway without too much downside. Okay, another good buff target. Honestly, with Superflow, do we just wait again? We don't really have anything we tempo too often for 4 or ever, so we could always play a 3 and a Bast next turn. If it were, say, like an Electro. So let's wait. With Superflow, Galactus always becomes pretty intriguing. Everybody getting buffed up a little bit too is nice. Ooh. All right. So this will push the Deadpool to 3, but it's got to stay in hand. Remember, the reveal order doesn't work the way you want it to otherwise. Do I ever just go for a Venom now? Venom's not really going to do as much this game. Just thinking about my curve here. I'd rather Venom be bigger, right? Silver Surfer already, okay. It's gonna be hard for me to win Altar of Death other than through Knull, Zola, right? Yes, are we just throwing the Venom in? I mean, we're getting an obscene amount of stats, right? Or mana, excuse me. Like next turn I'm gonna have literally 1 billion energy. I could even go for a surprise Galactus Knull on the final turn, right? I don't even have to go Knull Zola. I guess we'll just have to decide, right?
Opponent snapped.
I guess we'll have to decide. Oh, true. I could have played Deadpool first last turn. Oh, you're right. Yeah. He would have been free. He'd actually be even higher right now. Yeah. Oh no, it wouldn't have mattered, right? No. He would have gone to 2 and then back to 3. No, it doesn't matter. Good thought, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, 13, dude. This is ridiculous. So now would actually be the turn to Galactus if I wanted to. I could go like big here again and then Galactus into Knull. Well, no, I can't do that. That'll put the Bucky. Do I want a Galactus this turn, I think is the question, right? Or do I want to try for the Knull Zola line instead? Which is more likely to win? I actually think the Knull Zola line is more likely to win. I'm gonna just throw away the Galactus. Just kill it here. I think we want to do these next turn together, basically. I hope I actually have enough mana for that, by the way. I didn't technically double check that, but yeah, I did. I guess we're better off putting another Deadpool in, right? And a Nova. There's still space. Could put it mid, I guess, technically, if I wanted to try to win mid as well. But they're revealing first, right? So there's just like no way this backfires, is there? Maybe like they put a Hobgoblin across or something. I feel like this is totally fine. Destroy stuff first. It doesn't matter for Knull. Knull is ongoing. Nova order. I don't think that matters either, right? Why does Nova order matter? It's gonna be at the end to buff both Knulls. Am I missing something? Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Explain it to me. I feel like this is fine though. Nova before Zola? Why? I don't... Why not put Deadpool left so he doesn't die? If he dies, I get twice as many stats on board. Because he goes into both Knulls. If I go left, I only get 12. If I go right, then I get 24. The Knull gets the +2, it doubles. Doesn't it double anyway? Because 2 Knulls get it instead of 1? I don't understand. Am I being really stupid? If there's 2 Knulls that get +1, isn't that the same as 1 Knull getting +1 and doubling? What's the difference? They're getting the +1 at the end as opposed to... Oh, because the Zola does it again. Maybe. No, maybe it is actually, because okay, hold up. We need to just literally think about this. So if it gets +1 here, you're getting, okay, this is really not that hard. So these would be 57. Yeah, it definitely doesn't matter functionally because obviously this was far sufficient. Obviously there was so much excess stat here that it's kind of irrelevant. But so okay, let's just make up numbers. Let's say Knull is 10 in the middle so that it's an easy number, right? If I play Nova before it gets doubled, it goes to 11. And actually 12 because of the Nova death, and then I get 2 that are at 24, right? If I play Nova first, or if I double first, I get 2 11s, or yeah, no, I get two 10s. Well, no, hold up. I got my head twisted up. It starts at 10. If I play Nova first, it goes to 11, and then I get 2 22s, right? That are actually 23s because no, Nova dies, he adds +2 technically because of his own death and the buff, so it goes to 12, and then we get 24s. If I double first, I get 10s on each side that then go to 11. I get 20s on each side, they go to 11. And then 22. No, it is better to play it first. It's 24 versus 22. No, you guys are right. The people in chat suggested it actually is better. Because it would be, again, the numbers were made up there, but you basically get to double it twice because Zola is doubling it again. So it would go 10 and 10. Then they would go to 11 off the natural death. No, it would go 20 and 20. Then it would go 21 off the natural death, and then 22 off the Nova. No, it's better if you do it first. Because Knull basically getting doubled on himself means that the Nova sort of triple counts instead, or quadruple counts instead of double counts. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter. We won so hard, it doesn't matter. But it is good to keep in mind for later. It is good to keep in mind for later. It's a good policy to remember. for next time. Because that may actually pop up again. Either way, awesome win, right? Really, really dominant win. Bold call not to go over the Galactus. Just felt safe to go over the Knull. Because we're behind on board that way. It's just insane, right? Okay, let's chill here. Bucky Carnage looks good. The opponent snapped on one. They're feeling very confident. Can't wait to lose to that overconfidence. Can't wait to not be able to stop that. I guess we probably need to play the Gamma Lab here at least a little. Wonder if we actually put Carnage in first so we could maybe go Bucky Deadpool. It's always risky to play the Gamma Lab too hard because of Shang-Chi's. But this gives me technically more potential bodies. Ah, opponent had the same thought. Okay, I see. Bucky Carnage later. Do we like that better? Do we like Deadpool better as the scaler? I mean, Zola is going to be able to potentially move 2 dudes over anyway. Feels like it might be a little late to get Deadpool going, right? Bucky's harder to act with on curve, but I have a turn 5 line here for those. This is probably the way to do it. Say screw the Deadpool for now. I would expect a Carnage deck to not be running Shang-Chi, honestly. So I think we'll probably be favored in Gamma Lab here if I want, unless I Zola out of it, and then I'd be tied. Is that worth it, though, to get a good play here off the wave and just, yeah, I think so, right? Still be a fine opportunity to contest here, but duplicating these stats elsewhere is really important. I don't think I'll have a better Zola target either, so should be fine. All right, so now the play would be like Bucky Venom mid, and then hope to hit a Knull to contest the other lanes. That would be dreamy. Knull would be really, really good with all this stuff. Leader. Oh, sneaky. Okay, but that pulls me back ahead mid at least. Sneaky stuff. Oh, I can't Bucky and Venom mid. What am I saying? That doesn't work. I guess Bucky Venom left works okay. Kind of technically sacrifice a little bit of efficiency on the Stark Tower, but I get the +6 out of it. And certainly makes Knull better if I were able to find the Knull. Yeah, it's fine. More bodies than I was gonna have there anyway, right? So all good with me. Hood and Nova. Killmonger, okay. Just needed somewhere to clear those out. Sure, that Nova's not insignificant because it pulls them ahead right, which means I actually have to put some work right and left, actually both. Which is a little harder for me to do, and particularly with this hand. My God, what a garbage hand. Well, that's a loss. Like I said, we're not in a good position here. Why not Venom then Zola? Because I had the discount off wave and it was going to be harder to play Zola later potentially. Gives me the opportunity to play another 6-cost card. So if you spend the thing now while you have the discount now, like, yeah, I mean, that might have worked out, but it's kind of risky too, right? Went from Kibler complaining about Knulls all day to Regis playing Knull all night. Yeah. Dude, Knulls in Hearthstone are ridiculous. Miracle Rogue is so silly right now. All right, Psylocke into Galactus is a thing. Deadpool will definitely wait on here a little bit. Hope to find Altar of Death in particular. Definitely feels like this deck's not perfect. Okay, Galactus is out. Scratch that plan. Psylocke here for regular tempo, regular mana cheats. Not bad with Venom, Deadpool, I guess, next turn. Maybe put all this stuff here. Do we care much about Onslaught Citadel? It is good for Knull. Could try to hit a Zola Knull later. I think that's going to be very easy or likely. That Atalan, huh? Yeah, I actually like Deadpool a lot better here. Save Venom for a bigger target later. This Carnage gets pretty big. Atalan's gonna shuffle my Deadpool back, but there's not much I can do about it. Oh, okay.
Victory.
Really, the Carnage alone, huh? All right, wonder what that was gonna be. What was that gonna be that Carnage really gave a hard time to? I don't know. Not sure. Can we hit a Sauron, guys? Come on. Come on. I know we can. Give me a Sauron. One time. Really like the choices secondary made for the Series 4 to Series 3 drop. Yeah, 2 or 3 like legitimately great cards. Yeah, I was glad it wasn't just like M'Baku and Maria Hill and stuff. It was actually good cards. Yeah, good update all around, I think. Happy to see some positive news. A lot of these bundles and everything are getting people pretty frustrated. You have to be mindful of like breaking people's sort of trust barrier, because once that's gone, it's really hard to get back. Anytime they push people too hard, they take a really big risk that they're not going to be able to get it back, you know? Is feature location different from hot location? Yes. Featured locations show up in 40% of games, and hot locations show up in 60% of games. So, you know, it's not exact, but has a chance equivalent to showing up in that number of games out of 10, basically 4 out of 10 or 6 out of 10, which you can really feel it too. Hot locations feel like they're there all the time. Featured locations definitely feel rarer. Unless it's Lamentus one, that was 90% of games. Yeah, that one's so dramatic. That one is so dramatic, it definitely did. All right. So okay, we could Deadpool Carnage. A little bit of a pre-commitment, but maybe not the end of the world. We're not really looking to Psylocke yet anyway. Let's go ahead and pre-commit it. It's fine. Cool with that. Compound on... Oh, that's fine, actually. It's fine. We can go Psylocke Bast next turn, and then... Well, it's not really that fine, because you waste this Carnage buff, right? The 2 is now reset. They're running Forge Deadpool, I bet. Ooh! Whoa! Oh, screw Bast. We don't need it. We'll just play off Altar of Death every turn. Okay. Dude, Galactus into Knull could actually be legit here this game. I don't know if I should use this Psylocke now or not. Gotta think about this. I don't know. Bast is such a great card running at my Patriot Surfer deck. Love to show up one turn too late though. Oh yeah, sometimes I've ran into that too. Okay, so we're at 4. This is gonna put me at 6 next turn, so I could obviously Bast if I want to. This Venom does nothing except be a garbage dude. I don't really need the energy because I'm really just kind of looking to play Galactus, right? On 5, and we're gonna play a mid. And how did this get a Hulkbuster? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, how did it get so big? So this is +6 mana. I want Deadpool after Bath so he doesn't get reset. I mean, this is fine, right? We just Galactus and then we Knull and we hope for the best. I should be revealing second, in fact. So I don't even think they'll have an easy answer to the Knull. I should probably snap going into this turn 5. That doesn't matter for Knull. It's just resets anyway, whatever. Okay.
Clear for takeoff.
So let's snap here.
Oh, snap.
Galactus into... Oh, I can't play the... I forgot I can't play these this turn. Oh, shoot! That limits the size of my Knull a little bit, obviously. And I obviously can't play them with Galactus, so that won't work. Yeah, let's wait. That's fine. Wish we did have one extra energy, though. Order? No order. What? I can't play anything else? So we're getting another 12 here on the Knull. That's 33. The one challenge is the opponent could have a Knull, in which case I am behind. Oh. Is this a Venom? Oh my god. Uh-oh. I mean, I gained those stats off Knull, but if they also have Knull, I'm screwed. Because their Knull is Knull plus Venom, and mine is just Knull. Well, they have 5 cards. I mean, Knull is not like super common, but it's certainly not impossible to have. I mean, I'll play it out, whatever. You guys want to see the result, right? The good news is if they have like a Shang-Chi, that's not a risk. It's really just their own Knull. So let's just see what they have. A leader, I guess, also pretty bad. Few issues, of course, but that effectively is just a Knull leader. Oh! Oh, nice! Zola for the nihilism, yeah. I gave a guy a game the other day, which is rare for me when I'm ranking up, but he was giving me a nice fist bump and he did something cool. I forgot what it was. I was like, yeah, take the win, dude. I sat through a known loss. I think I played some meme card to destroy like my only win condition or something, and it was obvious he was gonna win. He was gonna Zola. Yeah, he might have also been playing for a Zola for sure, and we disrupted his turn 6 options. Okay. Having the Arnim, Zola, and Galactus both as distinct win conditions in this deck is pretty cool. Gives us a lot of potential. All right, let's, I guess, wait a minute here. We would love this to be Altar of Death for Electro. That'd be sick. His dudeness. Oh, hey, they changed this, so you don't have to scroll. Oh, that's delightful. That's really nice. What an excellent development, I say. Is it even worth it to go for Electro here? Like, we really don't have what we need out of it. His hand is looking really clunky, guy. Like, I don't want to just play Carnage next turn, right? Turn 5, I've got 6 energy, but what am I doing with it? Because we're not scaling Deadpool. I think I'm actually out, guys. His hand's just too clunky. We didn't hit the location we want. Let's just take the retreat here. Didn't really see a path forward from a mana standpoint. I mean, we might have been better off playing just, you know, a Deathlock and trying to play the game straight, but that doesn't really give us our win conditions late. They're confident enough to snap. Just take the quick retreat. No big loss. Let's not fight an uphill battle for no reason, you know. Triskelion. Whoa, okay. All right, we're gonna have to play a claw here. Just start drawing cards. Electro. Okay, we don't have an. Well, we do have an eat with Deathlock. That's not so bad. We don't necessarily need to play duplicate or 2 cards per turn all that often though, with some big heavy hitters in hand. Like we have a natural 5, a natural 6. Wonder if we're better off just leaving the Electro in that case. Giganto claw type stuff. I'm sure that is their Triskelion card. Yep. Baxter building. All right. Let's play from behind here maybe, since we have stuff that might be advantageous for them to destroy. I don't know. It seems like Deathlock might be a pretty good follow-up to our Electro turn anyway. So we really want to claw. Oh! Problem solved. Isle of Silence. Working out great for us. Perfect. I love it. Thank you, Isle. Dreamy. So Deadpool, Deathlock is for Bast into the Deadpool is probably a little better option. So we could go Bast, Deathlock here. We don't actually technically need to destroy things in this world. This makes no difference, but it's free for a Knull, right? Deadpool goes to 2, but then he goes to 3 off the Bast. But I just get a free extra unit in the Knull if I get it. I don't certainly think the 1 power off Bast is worth enough to not eat it. I guess we might want to ask if the Craven is the same conversation or not. We don't have a Knull right now is the thing, but we could eat here as well. If this were Venom or Carnage, it would make a little more sense to me. Yeah, I think we go left. It's fine. They've got a Maximus here, so we're gonna need some power left to contest. I mean, yes, we have Giganto, yes, we have Claw, but we'll see. Deadpool for okay, that did not work the way I thought it worked. Is he not in hand when the Bast reveals? Oh no, oh, I'm stupid. I need Bast after the Deathlock. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, well, ignore this line then. That's not right. Also, what? God, no, I'm done. Shame concede. I made Giganto 3 power. I don't think we wanted that. I just needed to not play the Bast. Just get out. That game didn't happen. Remind me, I need to make a note to delete that from the VOD. You wipe that game from existence. Yeah, not the plan. For sure not the plan. All right, so Knull Zola gives us some neat opportunity. Is there any reason to really tempo a Nova? I don't think so at 1 energy. We can wait, because if we do hit Altar of Death, it's going to be absolutely insane, right? Same can be said actually for cloning Vats as well, but maybe we put a Psylocke here for now. Just to stay on curve. Get some extra energy to work with next turn. This being Altar of Death would be amazing. A ton of energy. Pretty nice, but I need an eat. I need a destroy effect. How many do we have? Venom, Carnage, Deathlock. 3 out of 6 for a potential draw next turn. I think I'm willing to take that. Yeah. If we don't hit it, we might have a really, really dead turn. But if we do hit it, we're, I think, pretty happy. Wong right. Okay. Ugh, you don't hit it. Let me play you. You should be able to play your own Electro again, right? I don't know. I don't really think I'm going to be playing 2 cards per turn ever, right? Because how would that ever happen? Like destroy on 5. I need like a venom here, but that's not even that good. I feel like we're about to play Galactus. I feel like we're about to play Galactus, guys. I don't know, man. I don't think he can go there, right? Because we can't ever beat Mojo World with Galactus into Knull, but we might be able to beat a Wong lane. Okay. Galactus right is the line, right? We just hope for the best. I mean, we just have to, right? It's not the biggest Knull, but it's big enough. I think we just have, I think this is the only real path forward. Oh, that's a lot of extra stats. Okay, that's great news. That makes Knull much bigger. Okay. That's really good. I wish it counted the location power. Mojo World being 106, you know? If only. Are they revealing first or am I? We're tied, so they are. Okay. No, I am. That's a little annoying, actually. 8 power here, so we can play a Psylocke or a Bucky Barnes. Bucky Barnes doesn't really beat anything, right? Can't beat Leader either because they have enough space for Leader. I had 2 1s I could maybe beat Leader with like Nova, Deadpool, Knull. Man, me revealing first here, really, that's a bad 50-50 roll. It puts us at an enormous risk. Is there any other way I can disrupt any typical removal? I don't think so. Maybe this is a little better against a Gambit or something, some kind of random destroy effect. But Gambit wipes 2 things anyway, so yeah, this is super risky. If we were revealing second, I'd feel very confident here, but this seems like a very high potential loss. Wong enables just so many counters. But those, is that enough? No, that's not enough. Okay, cool. Their deck seemed a little more proactive than reactive, right? A lot of the like Silver Surfer 3s. So probably just a regular kind of Seracle type Miracle Sarah stuff. All right, we take those. Scary game, but okay. We're gonna open Sauron real quick. I'm not giving up on this stream. Can't believe he wasn't in my shop. Literally only have 1 card other than Sentry, who was pinned already. And I unpinned him right before. Ripped off completely. Man, I am running out of stuff to upgrade, I feel like.
3D.
Why are we not playing Death in a deck with the word Death? It's just not really good for this list, I don't think. It probably wouldn't be terrible, but without supporting cards like Wave in particular, I don't think we have a lot of ways to reliably cheat it out for a big swing turn. The Death name reference is to the featured location right now, not the card. And don't worry, that's a fine question to ask. What camera do I use? I don't know. It's some
3D.
some mirrorless, mid-rangey mirrorless camera. I don't know. It's a Lumix G5 maybe, if I totally pull the name out of my butt. It's been a while since I got it, so I don't know. I think that's it. Lumix G5 maybe. I got this one specifically because it didn't have heating issues like a lot of cameras can if you run them 24 hours a day. Yeah, here you go. The Panasonic Lumix G5. This looks a little different though, but I think that's it. Apparently no longer available. That one looks, there you go. That looks like it exactly. The Panasonic Lumix G5. Yeah, a mid-range tempo camera, exactly. All right, Bar Sinister, Bar Sinister Knull could be pretty big, I guess. Ooh, we love Altar of Death so much. Do we do a Deadpool every turn? Yeah, we'll have so much energy, right, that we don't need to Psylocke right now, I don't think. Let's just do the Deadpool every turn. Hey, Obfirmo, thanks for the 100 bits. It's really nice. Excuse me? Sir? I think you've made a mistake, sir. That's, excuse me, sir. I do not appreciate your error here. All right. Yeah, Nova Deadpool Venom is, do we actually just go Carnage, maybe? I hate that it's off curve, but I'm not typically gonna have 3 more units anytime soon, and Venom is always pretty decent. Oh yeah, Venom Bar Sinister is good. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot about that. That goes nuts. Yeah, we'll do a Venom Bar Sinister on probably. Well, actually, do we do it this turn with a Deadpool? Is that already sufficiently large? Turn 5, I don't exactly have a play anyway. Yeah, I think it's fine, right? Like, I guess it's risky to removal. Shang-Chi's or whatever. Shang-Chi's. Oh yeah, I'll get 3 Deadpools. Is that actually what I want or not? Can't I do this though and do like this way? You don't get 3 Deadpools, right? You get this Venom.
Opponent snapped.
And then it'll summon 2 new Venoms and then they'll eat each other, right? Do we like 3 Deadpools better? I don't know, this is fine. The Deadpools are awfully big, so... Oh! Okay. That's pretty tiny, really. And not ultimately too disruptive. Only 2 Deadpools, sadly, but they're awfully big. And Venom is awfully big here. And we can move the Venom, too, if needed. So... We're gonna get multiple Venoms, right? Still? Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is how we thought it worked, yeah. If I get Zola, we're like a million times, you know, huge, just insane. Yes, Knull also very large. Yeah, this is pretty gross. Okay. So weirdly, this turn's a little weak, but I mean, how on earth do we lose if we just play Deadpools into Venom here, or into Knull here, right? There's just 0 chance we lose. There's like, because these can't be destroyed. I guess a Valkyrie or something could debuff them, but that doesn't work against Knull. I guess Enchantress, but even then the Deadpools carry, right? I think we're fine, right? Yeah, actually we can put these here. Yeah, just as a bonus, just in case. I don't think they hurt anything. All right. Even Bast is actually playable here. I don't know if it's right or not, but the Knull doesn't get debuffed. Dude, dude, this is... guys, I thought this said 44, not 144. I forgot it was a... Oh my god. I was thinking 44 the whole time. Good lord. I just feel like there's 0. What 1 card Enchantress on the Knull would still only leave them at 13 here, and I have 24 off the Deadpools. He can move the Polarises out, but I can't imagine anything big enough to beat 83 over there. Can you? We could maybe... could maybe do something like this. Oh no, those can't be moved. No, that doesn't matter. I don't think it beats 83. I think we're fine. This seems okay to me. Play around Galactus? I'm definitely not expecting Galactus. I mean, I think it's probably free to move one of these. The only problem is Enchantress. But I don't really think Enchantress happens. But I might need to contest this spot because of shenanigans here. But the problem is that's 20. Okay, this is fine, right? This beats the Polaris is moving. This beats mid. Beats a Shang-Chi left. Does not beat Silver Surfer plus Shang-Chi though. But that's fine. But Knull wins mid here, and the Venom beats the Surfers, of course. Surfers do get pretty big off all each other, but not that big. So I guess if they had exactly a Shang-Chi and 3 Surfers, maybe this play loses, yeah? I didn't have a way to protect the Venom against a Shang-Chi. So there were ways to lose this, actually. Oh, you're right. He could have moved the armor. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about it. Oh, you're right. Yeah. No, I didn't even think about it. Yeah, I mean, we assumed the Polarises are all moving. I think that's a fairly safe assumption, but it may not be worth the risk. I don't know what the advantage of the Deathlock is. My thought was like it's a little better against some kind of Enchantress, but yeah, yeah, maybe not worth the risk. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Probably not worth it. I don't know. The tiny 1% crazy random 1 in a million out it hedges against is probably not worth it. Surprised they stayed in there. I'm surprised they thought they had that. I guess maybe they weren't expecting the Knull, right? Knull's really big. Knull's really big. Oh, true. If he moved the armor, the altar would have gone off anyway. Although, did we reveal first? I don't know if that's true since we revealed first. I think. Ooh, spicy. Do we wait on a Deadpool? Yeah, I think we'll have so much energy we're not really in a hurry. I think we can wait. Lucky Barnes here is probably okay. Ooh, Destroyer, fun. Do we want to try to get a Destroyer down soon? This pushes me to 3. Next turn I'm at 3 anyway. This pushes me to 4 and then 6. Like I can play a Destroyer now if I want off this Psylocke. That seems good to get it down ahead of time, so we don't have to risk destroying stuff later if we play it. Opponent seems to have a very similar deck. This is gonna be it's gonna be fun to see this one unfold. All right. Ooh, nice. Okay. This also opens up Bast as a line, which otherwise would have been really hard to get off. Okay. Hood. Yeah, we didn't run Hood. Wonder if there's any implication that because there is a Hood that there is no Knull? That would be a kind of a... Oh. Okay. I like this a lot, right? Let's put some stuff in. Let's Knull mid this turn on 5 and then Zola on 6, right? Yeah, so we'll keep mid open for that. That looks great. We can we're gonna have 9 energy next turn, so I can actually also play these. That's fine. These will get bigger too, which is good for the altar that or good for the Knull. That's perfect. I like this. Remember, Knull doesn't reset off Bast. It's ongoing. It's fine to hit the Knull. Not fine to hit a Destroyer. Their Deadpool is getting very large, guys. Are they gonna have a Knull? I mean, it's feeding my Knull too, so it's kind of okay, right? But little risky. Death too. So they definitely have a few things we don't have, which I guess could be risky. Can we get away with the one turn surprise? Can we get away with a one turn surprise? We're gonna have 6 + 6, right? So I think that's a little better than playing the Knull now, because it shows our hand a little bit too much, right? So this gives me an extra 6 + 6 is 12 for Knull and Zola on the final turn. I think I like this more.
Oh, snap.
This is a worthwhile snap, I suspect. Also, this is nice because we're going to be playing from behind, which means we're not susceptible to like Shang-Chi's and stuff. Cosmo would be an issue, but we could maybe get away with Destroyer Zola in that case. Wouldn't be quite as strong, but might still be enough between the Bucky and the Destroyer and just a Knull mid. Oh, whoops, sorry, dude. Thought I ended turn. My bad, dude. Moon Girl. Okay, so they... Oh, that's still fine. We have tons of energy. I was freaking out for a second, like, no! Only one card, but we have plenty. That's gonna make our life even better, if anything. All right. Cool. Could actually play a third card here if we wanted. I mean, I guess it's free, right? Should be free, right? I think it's okay. I guess we put it here actually to pump the Knulls, don't we? It's more stats that way than on its own. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good. We're gonna lose mid always, unless they have a Cosmo, then we might just lose, right? They're revealing first still as planned, so yeah, this is definitely worth hanging in. Let's see how it goes. No Cosmo is the plan here. Oh boy. Please just snipe it anyway. Doesn't matter. When you're good, it doesn't matter. I guess we win regardless, right? Because Destroyer going over still would have won Altar of Death anyway. Oh, irrelevant. Perfect order on the Galactus, by the way. Totally planned around that. Galactus being last, saving us. Yes, because we would have won here with a Knull, right? It would have been, what was it, 40 or something? It's 99, so 48 or something, or more than that. Whatever. You get it. Almost 50, and then... so we would have won here, and the Destroyer going here and here. Wouldn't have won mid, but we would have won left. So either way, we were fine. Would have been left with one Destroyer only? No, we would have had 2 Destroyer. Oh, God, you're right. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about the on reveal. Oh, God, never mind. Oh, yeah, of course. No, I forgot about it revealing. Oh, God, no, we did get lucky. Never mind. I take it back. We would have had double on reveal. Oh, God. Yeah, scratch everything I said. We're giga lucky. Big 50-50 hit. Oh, God. Hey, Lotto, thanks for the 29 months, man. Oh, God. So lucky. All right. Yeah, this looks good. Good. Hey, Two-Tone Malone. It's a fun name. Thanks for the gifted sub. Grats to Green Link. How nice. All right, we can just eat Electro next turn. We're gonna have a ton of spare energy, it looks like here. Probably go with the Deathlock there. Bucky is also pretty good left, for the record. They about to Galactus me, guys? Like, feeling nervous all of a sudden. I don't know.
Opponent snapped.
What? What's about to happen? What's about to happen? What's about to happen, guys? Oh, leader, that's fine. Okay. Let's got to be the most disappointing leader they've seen in a while. Thank God. All right. Now we have a lot of options, man. Like a lot of options. We have so much energy to work with. It's always a little hard to figure this out. Typically, we're going to put Knull mid, right? Bucky Barnes as well, okay. We kind of do need to actually use a Zola to get something right at this current stage, because we only have the Bucky right now, which does not contest the wave, since they snuck that wave in ahead of us. We actually need something. Carnage eating the soldier makes us weaker, really. I need to play this now, right? So that I can top deck a Zola. How are we gonna win this game though, man? I don't really see the win coming together. I could try to save for a Galactus, like emergency out Galactus, but it's really not any better. I guess this is probably worth it, right? Because we go 5-5 and I get an extra Knull buff. I may not want to play it next turn, because I'm not really going to want to eat the Deadpool again, because it'll be the final turn for the Deadpool. Oh, God. Well, that's game. I think I have Knull before Carnage, right? So, yeah, that's not good. That's not a goodie. I mean, Zola could maybe still do this, but... yeah, we didn't hit it anyway. Okay, cool. Arrows, dude, arrows. I gotta play around arrow better, I guess, on these destroy orders. Last time I don't know that we really had much play around there, but this time we definitely did. Definitely could have played Knull last for a Carnage eat on arrow, which would have been a little better. Still would have had a hard time winning, I think, because we didn't hit an Artem Zola, so it would have been in a tough spot, but could have avoided that. Okay. Psylocke is good. Nice little destroy hand. Need Altar of Death. Please and thank you. Wakanda's a little tough for us. Yikes. Ooh. That could be fun. Psylocke, Galactus, Knull can definitely be a Wing Edition mid. Knull not being destroyable can definitely help dodge certain kinds of decks. Okay. Coco 4. I feel like I play Coco 4 a lot. We must have very similar collection and or MMRs, because I think we line up a ton. One of the most commonly seen opponent names for me in Snap. Vormir. Okay, that's fine for us. Next turn will be the turn we play Psylocke. So... Psylocke into Galactus mid still looks decent, but I need a payoff for it. That's not it. That's not the payoff we want. Are we trusting the Knull top deck, guys? I don't know. We could go Venom left into Zola, I guess, is our other Win Condition plan here. We're gonna have 17 over there for a Venom, which is not too bad. Move 17 to mid and right. We're gonna have to make a decision here. Shuri. Ooh. I mean, Galactus with Shuri is really risky. I only have a 1 in 4 to hit the Knull as well, so I think we have to play for the Venom here, don't we? I think we just have to play it for the Venom. It's just too risky not to. They don't play something big here to steal the Metropolis buff, because that will matter for the Venom. The Venom needs the Winter Soldier to be the highest. Okay, that's good news. Yeah, that's fine, actually. Okay. It's a pretty small Shuri card, for the record. Man, we don't hate that, I guess. It matters that the Zola is a 3 here, because it will actually make them have to contest left. So not irrelevant, right? Actually bigger than I was expecting. Oh, he's also getting the +3. Never mind. It's not. He's gonna be smaller when he goes elsewhere. I mean, this is technically enough to win. I'm not confident in a snap, because any big card played in either of these, or even a medium-sized card played in either of these, will definitely steal the win. But Zola might actually be able to steal a lane. Yes, Cosmo, there's all kinds of disruptions. That's why we don't snap, but we play it out for sure. Oh.
Victory.
They must have seen it coming. Okay, cool. Nice. No disruption, no counter, I guess. Zola being 3 there was super important. Like, they had to play left to contest Zola, which probably means they couldn't beat both other locations because they needed to get to like 19 or whatever. Was going to be a big difference there. All right, let's wait on the Deadpool in case we hit the Bast. Deadpool Gamma Lab is also a little more intriguing, perhaps. The return 3 card I'd play there. Yeah, I would play the Electro. I think this is fine, right? We don't really have a ton of Deadpool support anyway. I guess if it hits Altar of Death on the 3rd flip here, I'll be a little sad, but Amortage, not a problem. Nova is fine if we're not gonna hit the Electro.
Opponent snap.
All right. This game we might be able to do a Venom mid into Zola. Oh, intern, sorry. I swear to God, sometimes I click it and it just, I feel like it doesn't register. Aww. My heart is very sad. My heart is very, very sad. Killmonger makes me sad, man. Can we win this anyway? Can we say screw you? I got this. Kind of doubt it. This is better when there's not a double eat, right? Or no, this actually is fine for a double eat. It's actually better for a double eat, isn't it? Let's now that I say that, if we just put all of our stats here, right? Venom and Barnes and the double eat, he's gonna have 5, 6, 12, 13 power. That's still not really enough to beat. It's really not enough, is it? With mana cheat into a Knull, we might, like, if I hit a Psylocke, would I have anything cool? Or I could Knull. Well, no, I'm already on 5, so no, I need a magic. That's all I need is a magic. No, I think we're dead. I think that Killmonger is just too much for us. An Electro earlier also would have been pretty nice, but this won't be enough, right? Zola just can't get big enough here. This eats twice, so it eats the Bucky on the back, the Winter Soldier, which that's fine. There's no way to win elsewhere. Can I ever just do a big enough Knull to contest? No, because Mojo World I need multiple bodies. That doesn't work. I go Venom, Bucky Barnes left, can I win Mojo World and Kamertage somehow? I don't see how. They have 2 1/6s. There's just no way. Do I have Sauron? No, dude. I literally only am missing Sauron and Sentry. And I kept... Oh, I keep hitting the button. It's not going. I kept Sentry in my shop until the refresh today, or like, so like I had him pinned and then I unpinned him, I don't know, like a few hours before the rollover today, and I didn't get offered Sauron at the 1 p.m. rollover. I got Sentry again. I don't know how I got the same card twice in a row, and then, well, I mean, this just doesn't work, right? You can't trust that. Honestly, this is probably more likely to work, but we know they have the 1/6s, so this plan just doesn't work. I got Sentry again instead of Sauron, which I thought you always rolled into a new minion or a new card if you could, but I'm not sure he was in the game exactly at like 1 p.m. today. But then even tonight at the 9 p.m. rollover for me, I got an ultimate variant instead of Sauron again. So I don't understand. I feel like I got ripped off. I want Sauron, dude. But I do have Orko. I got Orko in a box, actually. Let me click. So we're gonna play some Orko later. I was trying to get some cool footage of the featured location here first, and then we'll do some Orko after. I actually think we're gonna play like a destroyer deck, but take out destroyer and put in Orko is my plan. I don't know how else to do it, so that was my one plan that came to mind. Any legendaries to upgrade? She's ultra. Shoot. Yeah, I'm getting punished for calling out the, yeah. They flipped the bad luck switch for me. They said, you're gonna complain about it, huh? Well, you get the bad luck switch. Screw you, Regis. I do not. I wish I could sort by total booster count, man. Drives me crazy. I don't know what has the most boosters to upgrade stuff in a cohesive path. Maybe I'll get Sauron in this box, right? That's always a possibility.
3D.
If you have enough faith, right? If you have enough faith, if you believe, that's a part of a Sauron. Not quite. I am getting pretty close to having 12k though, which means I'll also be able to buy Sentry, and then literally I'll have every card every week, hopefully. What do we? I think we're at like almost 10k. Yeah, 9,800. So after I buy Sauron, I'll have 3,800. I'll only need another 2,200, which is gonna be pretty soon. Next one it is for sure, right? I guess technically it could be another ultimate skin. I don't know, man. I thought it heavily prioritized cards over skins, but already once today that is proven to be false. Or I mean, I got a skin instead of a card, and I still don't know why I got Sentry twice in a row. I didn't think that was possible either, but it absolutely happened.
3D.
Can't get to another box right now, can I? Not quite. No, we gotta hit a couple more quests. What we gotta do? Play 4-cost cards and 4-cost cards. Okay, I guess our deck literally has no 4-cost cards. All right. It prioritizes what you don't want. Yeah, it's really advanced technology. They figured out a way to read your mind based on your gameplay, and then decide, hey, no, we're not gonna give you anything you want. Mindscape. Okay, that could make Knull Galactus problems pretty hard to pull off. Although we could just delete the Mindscape since we have Electro, so maybe not. Maybe not. We might be able to. Hey, Mrs. Kilbin. What's up? Ooh, you feel kind of clammy, hot, sweaty. What you been doing in there? Ow. Oh, it's beautiful. See ya. Like your pants. Cute pants. Okay, Electro's totally fine. That does give us the Galactus Knull path if we want it. Yeah. Galactus mid in that case would be the plan. It could arguably have maybe gone for it here, since they're already committing space. But to be honest, I thought we might be able to contest this ourselves, although doesn't appear that's the case, huh? Yeah, this is currently the most power I can put in play for the turn 5 Galactus. It's 4, Venom's only 3, right? Okay. Alright, they had plenty of space there anyway, it looks like, so I don't know if we would have been working from a pretty big deficit here for the Galactus, huh? Is the Galactus actually my best route, or is still a Knull better? I don't really think they're going to destroy a lot more stuff. I think in particular eating that Soldier and Carnage for the Galactus feels like a good plan to me. Yeah, let's try it. We definitely don't want to do it left and leave them the Knull. Hopefully this is the tiny Mysterio. We'll see. I don't think they're probably expecting Galactus. Oh, big ol' Orca already, though. Dang. Oh, that's good that wasn't mid. Debris, also good that wasn't mid. Wow, we kind of dodged. We kind of dodged the... dang, did we dodge some disruption on the Galactus here, man. Goodness. Also, Orca, that was for the raft. That's cool. Oh boy. Why are they so confident? What could they have that makes them so confident, chat? They're revealing first. Leader wouldn't matter. Shang-Chi wouldn't matter. Maybe a rogue wouldn't matter. They're revealing first. What is making them so confident? A Knull? Yeah, maybe they have a Knull. They're close anyway, frankly, right? Like, we're only going for another 29 or 30, 31. Super Scroll. There's a few angles. Yeah, I'll play for 4. It's fine. Their confidence has me a little bit spooked. Oh yeah, Cosmo doesn't matter. I guess they thought maybe I was playing for some kind of removal or something. I don't know. Happy to take it though.
Victory.
Cool. It's kind of a good win. Tough little win. Love when this deck's winning outside of the featured location. That's always a good sign that we're not just all in on the location. Yeah, I thought a Knull was possible for them since they had their own destroy stuff, but just believed in the Cosmo anti-removal, I guess. Let me take a pee break, guys. I'll be right back. And yeah, we'll play a little bit more of this. I was gonna check my match history real fast, see how many games we've won, and if I have enough for a video. Done something here with my deck tracker guy. I don't think it's working right. I logged into the wrong account or something, I think. I don't know what my login is. Wrong credentials, huh? Really? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so we have a 60% win rate with this deck so far, guys. That's actually not too bad. 9 and 6, 17 cubes up. Pretty good average cube rate. That's really not too bad for a one-off deck like this. I don't even think we're playing it especially well either, but that's pretty decent. But yeah, we're actually climbing, huh? I didn't even realize. Let's see, how many good wins? I had 9 wins then. Probably 5 or 6 of those were good. We can include a couple losses. Yeah. Anyway, let me take a pee break. We'll play a little bit more of this after I come back, but not too much more. I want to try an Orco deck as well, so I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. Altar of Death. All right, Paz. Let's see what you got. Show me what you got. Yeah, Bast is fine. We got a turn 3 we want to play, so let's not worry about a Deadpool. So with Altar of Death up, we're really looking for Zola, I think, specifically. That would be ideal. This is great, yeah, perfect. Venom went up a cost, that's cool. Forge, probably running some Deadpool stuff themselves. That does give them a potential Deadpool lead of sorts, a little Deadpool advantage, if you will. We're gonna play Knull right, because Strange Academy could mess us up. Oh, okay, that looks like good news. This goes to 5. Really don't have to hurry on these necessarily. This does mean I lose my power. Like I lose. Why am I not just doing both of these? I guess I lose my power mid, but if this works the way we want, we don't need it, right? We're gonna get other stuff mid anyway. Like we don't need the Winter Soldier to stick. In other words, we're adding power here regardless. So hopefully this is all good. Scorpion does kind of matter for the Zola technically a little. Oh, they were gonna try to move over Winter Soldier anyway. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Now we actually could go left, but we're losing right anyway, so we might as well go right. Oh god, did I leave myself enough mana? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh god, I'm an idiot. I didn't leave myself enough mana, did I? Oh crap. Dang it. I didn't leave myself. I caught it at the last second. Okay. So now we have to be smart. I think to save a cube, I think to save a cube, we just go for the tie, right? It saves me 1 cube. It just saves a cube and we are happy, and that's all we need. We could have also maybe played for the win with Knull if we thought we could get big enough to win a tiebreaker, but a little risky, right? They had a lot of power in play, so I don't think we would have got there for the record. That Juggernaut, by the way, a little scary, because if we'd this might have been for the best. You know, I should have actually snapped if we were pretty confident in the tie. Obviously, they could have had some way to play a card there, Doctor Doom or something. We would have lost. But that Juggernaut might have stolen the game from us anyway, if we think about it. Wasn't there also a Cosmo? So we might have gone for a combo that got wrecked and pushed our cards into Altar of Death, or just ruined our combo anyway. That might have been for the best. We might have gotten saved. I think they could have beat us straight up if we hadn't pivoted into the Galactus out. True, if I had played Knull on 5, we might have been able to dodge it via reveal priority. Probably so, actually, unless, yeah, we would have been leading in a tie for sure. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's chill here. We could put Nova in, I guess. And then Electro Deathlock. Is that where we want that to happen? We could also just wait and see if it's Altar of Death, though. There's really no urgency here. Oh, nice. Even better, yeah. So I need to be mindful not to do what I did last game where I don't save myself enough mana on turn 6. So in other words, we just wait a minute on these. There's no real hurry yet. Let's just Electro on 3. Get things rolling. Very similar to what we had previously. There's the Knull. This probably feels snap worthy. Still a bit worried about disruption here, but I think we can probably set this up okay. I guess the challenge actually might be getting these to be big enough if the opponent doesn't play to Altar of Death. Currently, I don't have a lot of stats to put into Altar of Death. Like, it's enough, but not a ton. Hakusa, we need you to play some stuff. All right, so that looks fine. That's putting a little more stats in the Knull as well, which is good. So we save these for turn 5. If I do that, I'll have 6 plus 4 is 10. I'd have 11. I would need to play one more unit mid next turn if I can, which I think pretty much literally everything I draw will allow me to do that. I wouldn't want to do it with Galactus, I guess. So we'll see. I think if we can be behind with 12 mana going into turn 6, we're happiest, because then there's less ways to disrupt via reveal priority, and that's perfect. Okay, great. So yeah, this is fine. This makes Knull really big. We're gonna have 6 plus 6. We're gonna actually have 13 mana, so I can even play the Deadpool here too, which is not gonna be worth much, but maybe a tiny bonus. Actually could play it mid to buff the Knull even bigger, I suppose. Nova first. It doesn't matter. They all die right as they get played, so there's no, it's not like when you're eating with a card at the end, you know, they don't get buffed.
All systems go.
If you were playing a Carnage and not using Altar of Death, yes, Nova first would be ideal, but here I don't believe it to matter. So they're revealing first. So it's really maybe just a question of Cosmo, right? So we kind of have a 50-50 here about where we want to go. Right. Deadpool mid is technically worth more power if this works, and probably irrelevant if it doesn't work. So are they going to play Cosmo left or Cosmo right if they have a Cosmo, which I think is actually pretty likely they have a Cosmo. I think it's just a 50-50. We technically might be able to win a tie anyway, although I doubt it. I kind of doubt it. Zola Deadpool would be very tiny. We did know that there was that risk of arrows, so let's make sure Deadpool's last. I think it's literally just a 50-50 where their Cosmo goes. I don't think there's any other decision point here. It's kind of just a guess. Could literally go in either spot. If they're even expecting that, I don't even know. That's not a Cosmo, that's a good sign. Okay. Mystique just a surfer buffer, I guess, or just, I don't even know, a feeder, I guess. I'm not sure why that would, I would have just put that left, I guess, huh? Either way, good for us. No Cosmo. Cool.
Victory.
Good win, good win. Actually, kind of a perfect storybook version of what this deck is trying to do, right? That's probably the perfect example of a video game, if that makes sense. Am I stupid? How are you playing Knull and Zola on the same turn? You're not stupid. There's a new feature location called Altar of Death that gives you +2 energy whenever you play cards there and they're destroyed, like it destroys them and gives you energy in exchange for them. So we played 3 the previous turn, which gave me +6 total energy for 12 plus energy on turn 6. We actually had a Psylocke in there too for a little extra, but you know. Okay. Zola's 3 power because I'm running Bast in this deck. Bast sets all my cards to 3. And in particular, Bast is for Deadpool to get him scaled up bigger for games where we don't hit Altar of Death, but also a fine bonus. Fine bonus sometimes for, you know, a Knull getting a little juiced up early, for a Zola to get a little buffed, etc. Okay, so Nola Zol already here. Again, we could do the same kind of turn 6 thing. And we can even do it on Crimson Cosmo so that we don't have to worry about Cosmo, ironically. So I just need to make sure I'm able to play them all in one turn in the future. So I need to find more cheap stuff to play on turn 5, perhaps. With the Electro, that helps us even a little more, maybe. So Venom Psylocke on turn 5 would give me +4 on turn 6, so that's 10, and then Electro and Psylocke will put me to 12. So actually we're already there. Is there any other card that can disrupt me if I'm revealing last? I don't think so, right? An armor could screw me, I guess. I guess an armor. Well, honestly, right now my Knull's not very big. That's another thing that can screw me. It's actually kind of tiny. Maybe we need to think about that a little bit. I kind of need something with some meat on the bone here to get destroyed, because Knull is currently a little tiny. That's actually really perfect, because now Venom will eat the 6 and also get destroyed. So this juices up the Knull a ton. And then we needed. Oh, but I'm not playing the Psylocke. Oh, I have to play the Psylocke to get to 12. This only gets me to 11. Oh, does Venom not eat? I thought he ate earlier. No, I'm pretty sure he eats, right? Oh, that doesn't get me to 11. It's or to 12. This only makes the Knull's 14 power, which is really small. But I have to play the Psylocke to get to 12. White Tiger helps a little. Yeah, a little. Not much, though. 16 power on the Knulls now. The Venom eats. There's nothing to eat there, but if there was a Bucky Barnes, there'd be a 6 to eat, right? Man, Deadpool last turn would have been absolutely amazing. 16 each, guys. I don't feel great about that. I don't feel great about that. I feel like they could beat me at 16. Are we actually better off going Galactus for the tie? Bailing out of this. We've already snapped through. I don't feel like we got big enough. I think I might play for the tie. I'm worried about a little bit worried about a Brood though beating me there, because Brood beats you mid. Let's just give it a go. Whatever. It's only 8 cubes. Who cares? Like, who cares? It's fine. If they go for the Brood win on Altar Death, we could still lose, honestly, because that's 2 Broods. Well, 2 Broods and a Surfer actually wouldn't be that bad, right? Well, no, they'd also buff my Knull a little bit too, so actually it might not be too bad if they went for the Brood mid, because I'd get +4 on each Knull. That would actually help me quite a bit. They'd be 20 each. Oh, intern. Oh god, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Sorry, guys. I know there's a lot of... Jubilee jacks me up a little again as well, but not much. Oh, how does that work? Jubilee. Oh, that's great news. Jubilee, let's freaking go, dude. Thank you for the bigger buff, Jubilee. They really didn't develop a lot here either, did they? Yeah, the 22 definitely carries. That's like kind of a not the strongest final turn for them. I think they were definitely hoping to snipe this. The Ironheart kind of screwed them there, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway for our line. Scary though. That was a risky game. A risky 8-cube game on both fronts. I mean, I have to imagine they felt pretty good, given that I didn't have a single card played the entire, you know, like my board was literally empty going into turn 6. But they had to know I had a ton of mana to work with. So definitely a little risky. Yeah, we talked about Sabretooth. There was some reason we decided to cut it though. I think as we said, it was only good in Altar of Death games. Or at least better in Altar of Death games. Clearly still has some synergies in non-Altar of Death games, but we talked about it. It certainly was in the initial build and I cut it. I think between Bast and something else, we decided it just wasn't worth it. We were kind of hoping the Deadpool with a Bast would serve more or less the same purpose at 1 cost instead of 0, but scaling. But yeah, I don't think you'd go wrong with a Sabretooth in here somewhere. Not actually sure what I would cut right now. Maybe the Nova has been a little underwhelming. But I don't know, the upfront cost on Sabretooth does mean that like you get a little extra, you know, like all the other units are a little easier to get started. The Sabretooth, you kind of have to commit a lot of energy the first go round, whereas a Deadpool or a Nova are much easier to get in. But maybe worth it anyway. Again, I'm sure it would be totally fine. All right, I am gonna switch it up. I think that seemed like a couple of great games for that deck. I think I certainly got enough for a fun video. Yeah, meaty poker. Yeah, happy to try to represent you guys a little bit with the snap video. It's for those who didn't. So this is the only Marvel Snap. I spent $2,700 to complete a Marvel Snap collection. That's a problem. Go watch it. It's too hard to recap everything here, but basically, for people who want all the cards, the game is prohibitively expensive. If you don't want all the cards, or if Marvel Snap doesn't want us to have all the cards, that's a goal that's fine. I think that's an acceptable goal to have. Maybe not for every player, but if they want to set that as their goal, that's okay. But the problem is, within that goal, it's still taking people way too long to get cards. People get frustrated, they get burned out, and there is no reason to get excited about new cards because it takes them literally months and months to get Series 5 cards. So I think even if you do set that as your goal, there needed to be changes to make cards more readily accessible when new, and generally give people ways to get a preview of cards. So I specifically suggested having a rotating free card pool where each week somebody gets like a random Series 5 card they get to play with for the week. So they just get like 1 week of fun, and then the next week they get a different Series 5 card. So they don't own it, they can't have it forever, but they still get to experience new cards and have fun with new cards, etc. How would you address new pool 5 cards slowing down content creation? I think the one I just gave would actually probably help solve that problem a little bit. Technically, if content creators are willing to spend the money, we can keep up. It's just really expensive, which I am willing to. I make money on it. It's worth it to me. That's actually math I broke down in the video. I showcased, like, you know, if a card costs me this much, this is how much I net on an exciting video. So it's worth it to me to push for new cards, but obviously that equation does not make sense for most people. I am actually full on my collections. Wow. I made these, I was gonna do a video, but it's gone now. So let's delete these. Not made, but copied these in. All right, so we're gonna build an Orca deck. I didn't get Sauron today, but I did get Orca. And Orca Man, I don't know what that means. I like Ocean Man a lot. I thought, you know what? I was thinking like, what? Okay, so he's, you know, he's a 6/9, very nice card. But you know, he's a 6/14 if he's by himself. I was thinking like, what's another big card that gets played in a lane by itself that's a similar size. And Destroyer is the only card I thought about, right? Like, you always play Destroyer by himself and try to win a lane, right? So what if you just built, you know, a Destroyer-esque deck, but you took out Destroyer and you put in Orca? Or maybe you run both. I don't know. We'll have to think about it. But that was my thought. Like, at first I thought, like, oh, we could build a triple Ocean Man deck. And we could have Orca and Namor and Atuma. And they're just the Ocean Men, and you just try to win with 3 cards. And I thought that would be cool. You could run a Hulkbuster, you know, like. I thought, okay, but that seemed like a meme. Like, we'll try that once I get to 100. But currently, you know, when I'm 2 ranks away, I'm not gonna throw my rank on stupid Orca Man stuff. So in other words, just let me grab here stock standard Destroyer Spectrum deck, and then we'll take a look at it and see how do we think we can make this fit into Orca or vice versa. Because the reason I like it is because if you got Spectrum anyway, that's another way to buff Orca, and if you got Electro like these decks tend to do, then you can use that as well to get your like Orca first and then Spectrum later to buff it up. Where is a ongoing Destroyer? Here we go. Okay, there we go. There's what we want. All right. So actually, let's just copy this. Be quicker, I bet. So this is the Marvel Snap Zone meta ongoing Destroyer deck. My first instinct is to take out Destroyer and add Orca. I also think we want an Electro in this list, perhaps instead of Sandman. Sandman might be better to counter some stuff, but I want to play this a little more proactively perhaps. Because I know, in fact, we really want the Orca Spectrum line here. Now, you know, it feels maybe a little weird to have armor and some of these other options when you actually aren't destroying anything. Like we're not actually destroying a lane like with Destroyer, right? So you don't necessarily need the armor like single lane build, but it kind of still makes sense for Orca because you want to keep things isolated down to one lane as much as possible. So it might still work out rather nicely. Oh yeah, you guys can't see. Oh god, every time I forget. Every time. So, like, this looks all right to me. Oh yeah, and armor also fits well into this current featured location as a tech. Yeah, that's a good point too. Having armor to counter Altar of Death could be nice. So a little bonus there. I've never actually played this deck with Red Skull in it. This is the again the kind of standard list on the website here. We could cut the Red Skull perhaps for a Destroyer if we liked Destroyer and Orca instead. You know, that is a curve shift, but I also added the Electro, so the tolerance for multiple 6-drops might be higher given that. And Red Skull, we don't exactly have any way to copy or anything. I wonder, what do you guys think? Do you actually prefer putting a Destroyer back in or not? I feel like with Electro, we're gonna have multiple 6s sometimes, but that's only games where I have Electro. Otherwise, maybe not. Although currently with the featured location especially, we will have opportunities to get extra energy faster. So this build might change a little bit based on what the featured location is at the time. But I like this okay. I need a good name for this. Ongoing Destroyka? Destroyka. Is that a good name? Maw on 3 into Orca Destroyer on 4. Maw on 3. Killer Whale is a good name. Oh, dude, you guys are smart. Dude, you guys are smart. I'm also a whale because I have the card. You guys are smart. Maw into the featured location. Why am I playing Maw into the featured location? Why am I so excited about that? You guys mean Electro? Ebony Maw into the featured location. What? I'm not guessing I understand why I like that. Are we talking about Electro? That I like. That sounds great. That makes sense. Why Maw specifically? I mean, it's fine. He's one cost. I guess you can throw him away, but why would that be better than any other one cost card? I must be missing some synergy. Okay, you literally just mean because he's one cost. Oh, okay, okay. I thought there was some extra layer of synergy. I gotcha. Easy to weave in, you're saying. All right, sure. Yeah. Okay, Killer Whale. Let's see how it goes. I don't think this will be that bad. Okay. I don't know how often I need to be playing Ant-Man on one in this deck. I really just have not played much Destroyer stuff at all. Sinister London certainly risks our Destroyer line. But with Cosmo, it's probably not as... Also Orca too, frankly. But Electro giving me +2 is pretty cool. If I only really care about playing one card per turn anyway, it doesn't really matter if I'm at, you know, two Electros is not going to hurt me. Oh, that's even better though. Now I get double on reveal, but still only the one Electro. Very cool. I don't Cosmo, right? No, we don't Cosmo yet. Opponent's confident. Shocker implies Patriot, which I don't actually have a hard counter for Patriot, do I? Forgot to put the deck list up. Also forgot to swap the screen. That's the wrong deck. We'll get there, guys. I swear to God. One day, 7 years from now, I'll be good at this streaming thing. One day. I think we still just rip this, right? It's just a America Chavez. That's fine. It's just big. Destroyer would be very risky at this moment, but a Spectrum would be pretty cool. Currently. Can I beat the Patriots? Question in the NFL for years. Do we try to stop an Ultron? Do we try to like goose this? The problem then becomes I don't have the Spectrum out. Mr. Fantastic is worth more power total, but definitely feels like we're a little behind here against the multi-Patriot line. Okay, Brood. Spectrum out? Ooh, spicy. Do we have to get greedy here to win this, right? In other words, do we need the Spectrum to hit right in order to win? Do I need 3 Spectrums or is 2 Spectrums enough? I think is the question, right? So we're buffing 6 mid and 4 here. Oh, actually 12 mid and 8 here. So 21, 26, and 26. Mid always 2, right always 2 as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go mid, right? But I'm just thinking like, well, yeah, I guess no, mid is always 2. Why not, right? What's the difference? Cosmo would be the only difference, which can happen, but I don't think that's likely. And we're revealing first anyway. You know, no, this is just always better, isn't it? Why debate? There's no way this doesn't occupy a second spot. Yeah, this is fine. I think this is enough too. It's big. We're actually really big. This gets much bigger than you might expect. That was a little roll, but... Oh, don't hit right. Uh-oh. Only the Patriot over there, though. That enough? Why didn't they play the debris first? Didn't matter. The rock got big enough. Man, if we'd hit Spectrum right, we would have won. Was there a reason to play the debris last? Am I missing something? It didn't ever mess up Surfer here. Could have gone for the trio maybe. Yeah, that was tough. Did I say that they hit the Surfer? I think the Surfer was guaranteed, right? Weren't they full left? Maybe not. Maybe the rock filled them up left. I don't remember. Either way, tough one, tough one, tough one. Close though. All right, Goose. Gotta be careful with Goose. But maybe not too careful. We can Orca right. We can Claw left. Goose mid. This does mean Claw can't go right, can't buff right, but Fisk Tower. Currently Electro is minimally advantageous, but I can still fantastic here. Claw left on 5, Orca right on 6. That's not bad, probably. I guess we can Claw here. What am I saying? Oh, well, now we can Orca here. Okay, we like that a lot. All right, Orca right will get down. Claw left is fine. It actually does not currently. Oh boy. All right, well that made life a little worse, didn't it? Why couldn't it have hit the Ebony Maw? Come on. I mean, do we just try to win left now on raw power, I guess? Because we think the Maw is not getting anything played into it. Guess we do risk like a leader a little bit, maybe. Leader would have to go right. I think arrow is a risk this turn, so we could lose our Claw. Not a lot of choice there, though. Daredevil's a little late. Electro, huh? So can I beat leader like this with Ant-Man if I go... Oh no, I got Electro up. I can't use that. I mean, this does not beat leader. I can't beat leader here either because of the Electro debuff, right? Oh, I can't really play much there anyway. Yeah, I mean, we lose the leader, but whatever. We'll risk a leader. That's fine. We lose to Dr. Doom. You know, there's quite a few things we could lose to here. A Magneto would also... No, actually, Magneto wouldn't really wreck me too hard because it would destroy the Electro and stuff, so it wouldn't debuff Orca. Well, I guess it would win anyway. 15 to 14 wins, so... Yeah, Leech made this really hard. I'm gonna lose, but it's okay. You guys should retreat, but I'll play it out. Magneto. Honestly, kind of close though, right? Shockingly close for that Leech to hit so hard. Game was good. What is her deck? Some kind of ramp control, I would say. Some rampy Leech leader control type stuff. Oh, I gotta put a deck list up, guys. Remind me. I keep forgetting. Remind me after this game, in between games, say, everybody, I need you to spam deck list. Say, Regis, your deck is too tiny. We can't see your deck, Regis.
Opponents.
That's what I need you to say, okay? So Claw left to be good, particularly as a surprise, potentially. It may not be able to beat that Sunspot, though, depending on how much they're floating. But I also have Mr. Fantastic, so hopefully between the two. Let's not forget we also have armor, right? That's another potential angle of approach for us. Spectrum and Orca together would be pretty cool, I think. Lockjaw Wasp. Big Lockjaw hopefully doesn't hit us too hard here. Really actually kind of good sometimes because it locks one of those spots up with something small, which can perhaps limit the total upside. There is that armor. Do we like the armor? Or do we just like getting the destroyer down now while I can? Claw plus, because I mean destroyer, it's only losing 2, right? That feels to me very worthwhile. I feel like that has to be worthwhile. There's no reason not to get this power going now, I don't think. The surprise for the claw would be one reason, I think, but I don't think that's a super compelling reason. Orca? You know what we could do? We could put Orca armor. Well, we can't put both mid and be super excited about it. But what if we just go Orca here and we go like armor or just even Spectrum right, I guess. 14 to 12. I mean, that's only gonna put me at 16 there though. Nah, I don't think that feels very good. I feel like I'd rather have a claw here. But then I don't really have the power I need later either. They'd have to really whiff on this Lockjaw. They'd have to really whiff on this Lockjaw to make this play exciting, wouldn't they? Boy, I don't know. I don't know about this. Why is Orca spelled with a K? I'll tell you why. The magic of trademarks. If it's spelled with a C, they can't trademark it. If it's spelled with a K, they might be able to, because it becomes a unique, weird word and a brand as opposed to a regular word. It's much harder to trademark and protect regular words as opposed to spicy words like Orca. Yeah, I don't see us taking Sunspot, right? That looks tough. Spectrum just does not feel like enough here to me. It's 16. The odds of them low rolling that hard off Lockjaw are pretty slim. They actually know exactly what they're getting as well. So they only have one card left in deck. I can't really add power there any other way though is the problem because of the way Orca works, right? There's no way this is good enough, right? There's no way. Infinite right? Well, we would tie that and lose the tie. This just doesn't feel good to me, guys. It's too many ways this backfires. The Sunspot just made life really awkward for us. Did we actually tie there? Let's watch the rewards. No, I don't think so. Yeah, deck list. You guys are great. Your deck is so tiny. We can't see your deck. Yes. Yes. I've heard that lots of times. Bringing up some painful memories, guys. It's good though. It's the only way we learn. Trauma. All right. Let's go. All right. It's been seared into my brain now. Thank you. Okay. Deck list. Killer whale. Did you guys watch what was that documentary called? Like Blackfish or something? What was that called? that what it's called? Man, that was a great documentary. Sad, but excellently put together documentary. Blackfish? Is that? I don't think that's it, right? No, it is it. Yeah. Tells the story of Tilikum the whale. Tilikum, a captive killer whale, has taken the lives of 3 people. Crazy. Really, really scary story. Made me sad, but worth watching for sure. Good thing to watch and be aware of if you want to be sad. All right, so we can go pretty hard on range here. I mean, we're probably better off going mid for Mr. Fantastic, right? This also means if it reveals Whatchamadude, we're ahead a little bit here at least. It reveals Whatchamadude. Okay. Yeah, that's honestly fine. I'm going to use Mr. Fantastic and Spectrum to contest that, hopefully. We'll still put an Electro there mid. Hope it dies off. But Mr. Fantastic plus Spectrum gives me, you know, 5 power mid. It doesn't beat, I guess, a Bucky Barnes, but, you know, there's things it beats, maybe. There's things it beats. What's your opinion on the upcoming film Cocaine Bear? I mean, it looked interesting. I haven't seen it, so I don't have an opinion on the quality, but I'm intrigued. It got my interest. I like that sort of tone of movie typically, things that don't take themselves too seriously and have a little fun with their subject matter and are willing to trend towards the ridiculous. That has been a historically successful archetype for me in movies, I suppose. Man, we have a pretty reasonably good destroyer again if we're willing to sacrifice Altar of Death. It's the same conversation. I mean, we do have Mr. Fantastic to contest it, right? So part of me is thinking it's worthwhile to get the destroyer down now. Perhaps we're better off putting it here so that we have an Orca lane. I think that makes a little more sense. If I didn't have the Mr. Fantastic, I'd be really unwilling to do this because I think protecting that Ant-Man would be worth it. But as it stands now, I think this actually might be pretty viable. Hopefully they don't have a way to contest the Altar of Death, though. Ooh, that feels like a spicy Cosmo. That does mean that my Orca is gone. But we have Spectrum right that is still pretty powerful next turn, potentially. Well, Spectrum left, I guess, but buffing the right. And that said, if we're planning to win mid anyway, perhaps we're better off just building a wicked tie lane here. Or, you know, wicked power lane here to carry so that Altar of Death is also a win. We could see a white tiger, maybe that sort of thing would be a problem, but since we're revealing first, that's, you know, it's not going to connect. Hopefully this is fine. I think this is certainly snap worthy with the Cosmo counter here. Ah, yeah, okay.
Victory.
That's fine. Take our cube and we go. Synth and Lasers, thanks to 53 months. I've been watching AGDQ for 3 days straight. Oh man, I always forget. I feel like I need to be marketed that somehow. I certainly have not gone out of my way to make myself available via following them on Twitters and stuff. But I definitely don't do a very good job of paying attention to when GDQ is. But I always enjoy watching it. It's always really fun. I know very, very little about speedrunning, but I often enjoy it quite a bit. All right, worst case, we can go Maw, Goose left, but I think an armor is really good for us. Orca, you know, it's not going to connect, but whatever. Or if it does, it's obscenely lucky. Yeah, already gone. Yeah, exactly. Already out. But with the Spectrum getting doubled in particular, I think Goose and Maw left is still going to offer quite a bit of utility. Okay. Kind of wish we could proc that Altar of Death to get an Orca down. I guess I would still play an Electro in that case. It would be kind of perfect because we'd have... Oh my god. What a snipe, dude. Are you actually joking? There were 4 other targets on board. Or maybe 5. Was the Goose? Yeah, the Goose was down. Are you actually joking, dude? That's so annoying. And now Claw is an idiot. Claw's just sitting here like an idiot. He can't do anything. Claw, you idiot. What are you doing, you moron? Claw's buffing the next game. We're gonna get +6 on the next the next game's left location. Well, that's obviously game, right? GG on the Polaris, dude. I mean, good play by them to give themselves the... Well, they actually didn't know Ebony Maw was down yet, did they? No, never mind. I mean, still a fine play to fill up Sinister London with garbage, of course. Great play regardless, but they weren't anticipating the Ebony Maw, I bet. That was just a home run. Hey, Orca, grats, man. We need some stuff, though. Do I still not... I haven't played a single 4-cost card all night. I need to play, like, one Zabu deck. Man. You got Orca off the raft? You got Orca off. Listen, what you do in your own time is your business. Listen, it's none of my business. I know you didn't actually write that, but it was too good of an opportunity to leave it. Listen, whatever you want to do with that whale, there might be some people that have problems with it. If the whale's enjoying it, whatever, man. You do you. All right. All right. Maw on 3 feels a little bad. I guess I'd maybe rather Maw on 2. Do we just throw them all into death? It gives me 5 mana next turn. I play Electro Goose. Electro we throw into death for sure. We Goose wherever else. I do think I value his sacrifice here more than I value his body. Just because the lockdown seems a little bit hard to work with. So we'll go Goose mid so that Fantastic can go mid too. Oh, Bifrost though adds a little bit of a wrinkle there, but not really. It's fine, whatever. It doesn't really matter. We could just Cosmo or something mid. Oh, but I gotta be careful because then Goose and Cosmo will both block Spectrum. Well, let's see what we draw before we start making crazy plans here. I guess I could Cosmo right in that case. I don't know why I can't do that. That's fine. Stack them together. I don't know why I'm worried about that. Deadpool, okay. They're getting big. Demon Venom. Okay, that definitely reads Knull to me. Can I beat a Knull? I can beat a Knull Zola with Cosmo. That's not impossible. Yeah. Yeah, see, this was the problem, I guess, though. I didn't want Mr. Fantastic going there, so I'm, like, floating a weird amount of mana. Orca... Orca might just be better, even though he's not going to be alone, just because he's the biggest boy. Next turn, I have 6 energy, so I can still Cosmo Fantastic. Cosmo... Well, Goose would prevent any sort of Zola on the Venom, and I might be able to Cosmo mid to prevent it mid if there's like a Knull that comes down or whatever later. So we'll see. I like this. Seems fine. I mean, I'm definitely reading Knull really hard, right? Really hard. So we know that Knull and Zola can't go right. And I mean, doesn't this mean they also can't go mid? This does mean, again, the Spectrum is a little stranded. She's gonna have to go left. I guess this is what I was worried about with this line before, but that's maybe not the end of the world. If we think this shuts down any sort of Knull Zola line. Now, I mean, we just might have to beat a Knull straight up, right? That could be a problem. Like, if they put the Knull mid here, we'll prevent a Zola, but we'd have to try to win the other lanes somehow. Well, Fantastic can test left if they don't have a Bucky Barnes. So yeah, I'm actually okay with this. I think I'm okay with this because of the Cosmo. They may not need any shenanigans though, right? If the Deadpool's just big enough, it's not gonna matter. about any sort of Knull angle, because I'm not really that big. But I mean, we think we're winning. We think we're winning left a lot of the time, although Bucky Barnes, of course, can change that. How many cards are in hand? 4. This puts me at 9 mid. Puts me at 19 right, which certainly neither of those feel like they beat Knull on a tiebreaker, but I don't have to necessarily win a tiebreaker. But they have like a billion energy this turn as well. This is almost certainly a loss, right? There's just no way. There's no way this is not a loss. Cosmo goes to 8. Only there's not a big thing here, which I'm expecting there to be a Knull here. Or a Deadpool, whatever. But we don't win. You should retreat. You always retreat here, but I'm going to play it out to see what happens for fun. I think we just lose tiebreakers here is the real problem. We're not really tiebreakers, I guess, but... Oh? We don't lose. It's masterfully executed. Huh? Was the death too expensive to play right? These were each ones that, but they had a million energy. No way. This was like free because they killed off like 4 things. Oh no, not. They really only destroyed 4 cards. But I destroyed 3 as well, so that means death was only 2 energy. So they could have played death right. I guess they needed to win both though. But I would have, my instinct would have been to put the bigger thing right. Although no, they wanted to make sure they won Monster Metropolis, so maybe that's why death went mid. I don't know. Either way. He wins with Nova left. Yes, you're right. Yeah, Nova left is worth way more power, yeah. Because we tie here. And they win the tiebreaker here for sure. Yeah, you're right. I'm really surprised. Oh, he thought I was going to destroy your mid. Yeah, maybe. But even then, this is just always worth more power left, right? It's still worth more power on these. Wasn't playing around leader. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure I understand the... Could maybe have seen like putting this first to play around a leader or something? Maybe? But they didn't put it first. I don't know. I guess even then though, it still doesn't really play around leader. So I have 2 spots. I couldn't play leader here. I would have had to play it left. I don't know. Yeah, maybe just an oopsie. Yeah, certainly I've made plenty of oopsies in my life. Yeah. Tonight. I've made many oopsies tonight. Don't even need to look too far in the past, right? All right, this is a really good Ebony Maw setup. Invisible Woman, I would want to put at the end, though, presuming a Spectrum buff. We don't actually have any reason to hide the Invisible Woman here. So... Ooh, Moarg might make... Morag might make my life hard. We'll see. Number of games I've lost because I played my Silver Surfer at the same location as my Cosmo. Yeah, dude. Cosmo, particularly, I think when you don't have headphones on or sound on, I don't even seem to notice that animation very much. They give you a great animation, you know, very helpful, nice animation. They're doing their best to help you, but I just seem to not ever notice it. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're going to be relying on Spectrum pretty hard this game. I don't know that I can Cosmo. The problem is, unless I get a really, I don't even think I have a cheap enough play. Yeah, I can't get anything into Morag. All my cards are too expensive. I'm only gonna be playing Mr. Fantastic. Am I gonna be able to win right? I need to find like, I guess maybe an armor or an Ant-Man. Something playable next turn, right? Because Cosmo is probably not it. Because I think we're gonna need to put some buffs on left.
Spider-Man here.
Spider-Man on. Electro's actually fine. It's playable and lets me play Spectrum, unlike Cosmo. Spider-Man left though? I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe it's a board space thing? I don't know. I mean, we gotta try this, right? Whatever. It's gonna be tough to beat a Sarah negative sort of setup, but well, maybe they don't have it. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe they don't have it, right? I'm not sure. I don't know about the Spider-Man. Like, couldn't you play stuff at Central Park later? Why not just kill my 5? I don't know. Maybe a bot? That's kind of bot portrait though. I doubt it. Bot portrait is not the right phrase there. He purchased a portrait, not a bot portrait. That's a confusing turn of phrase, huh? Wong is pretty small, but is that a Surfer? Well, Surfer doesn't buff anything right, so are we big enough left is the question. Yeah. Yeah, this, I mean, look right here, right? If Spider-Man, maybe they needed space for Wong and Surfer, but you could have had it right. If you put Spider-Man right, would have been the same difference. Wong and Surfer could go left, right? What's the difference? And look, this is the card I got to play because the Spider-Man was left. I wouldn't have been able to play Electro if Spider-Man went right. 4 power, I win by 4 power. Very interesting. I'm trying to think if there's some reason we're not thinking about that might have happened. Like something they were expecting me to do, maybe like a Cosmo or something. But even then, I still, that spot was open for Wong Surfer always because you knew I was locked up. I just don't, I can't figure it out. I don't know. I'm not sure we're ever going to solve that one. Might just be not solvable. All right, Nidavellir. Central Park again, man. We keep rolling Central Park, which is not good for Orca. We actually don't want the Central Parks here. Yeah, this will be fine. Ebony Maw next turn. Invisible Woman wherever else is cool. Invisible Woman Spectrum, right? You actually don't want things hidden because it won't get buffed off Spectrum. Ebony Maw mid for them. Ooh, Spectrum rights. Beautiful. Okay. Actually kind of like Invisible Woman right to hide that Spectrum right till the end of the game, right? Well, I mean, it's turn 6 anyway, but you know, whatever, you get the idea. Ooh, double Electro is cool. Destroyer's a bit dead for us. I mean, honestly though, there's definitely some logic to just making sure we win against Ebony Maw. Right now with armor, you know, Spectrum buff twice is 4, which does technically tie. But is there any reason I need to put Invisible Woman right other than to contest a spot with low power? What are they gonna play here? Electro ramp decks have like leeches and stuff. Leech could definitely screw me. That would make Destroyer better though, and then I could maybe contest Central Park with just legitimate stats, right? And try to win Kamertage with Destroyer or vice versa, whatever. But oh my, okay. Yeah, if they go Leech here, I think we'll be okay. Prefer they didn't, obviously, but yeah, it's fine. I don't know that 2 extra energy matters if I have an Electro on board. I don't know why I actually think it might be better. Oh no, that's absolutely fine. It locked up their spot, so they do have a ton of energy, but is it enough to beat Spectrum? I don't see how. I guess it's not impossible, but And Spectrum pulls us ahead both right and mid, which seem to be locked for them. I'm not gonna snap because they'll retreat too easily, right? But this seems like a win. We're adding 9 here, 8 here, and 1 billion there. Yep.
Victory.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, all that energy but only 1 card. Yeah, same problem for them, right? Yeah. Orca seems underwhelming. Yeah, we've barely even got to play him yet. Yeah, but certainly an awkward card. This deck currently definitely feels stronger as a Spectrum buff deck, I would say, than as a Orca / Destroyer payoff. Like the Spectrum on 6 has been our most important payoff, I'll say, as opposed to the Destroyer or the Orca. Have we actually even won a game with Orca yet in relevance, where he's actually 14 power? Sometimes he's been a pretty decent America Chavez, like a 6/9. But beyond that, I don't know that he's been awesome. Yeah, Electro in hand is not particularly valuable. Forge is making me think they might want to be a Brood, and I think they might want to play it on cloning vats to get another one, in which case Cosmo shuts down both Brood and future Silver Surfers. So I think I'm gonna shut down this Brood. Sabertooth is not Brood. Okay, that though makes me think of instead of Galactus, which means if I put Cosmo mid, I might be able to shut down a Galactus. Because they can't play it left because of Forge. Right? Orca should be a 6/4 and then get +10. You're gonna have to explain that one to me, but I don't know why that's better. For ongoing buffs to be like Onslaught or something. Okay, they just are not doing anything that I expect them to do, so I'm very confused and sad. I guess we just play for Destroyer Vision here now. It's probably my best way to get the most stats, right? I don't think Fantastic Goose matters. It might matter if they want to play something big left. Perhaps shut down a trio of lanes for like a leader or something. I mean, this is 6 and 8 power, technically more than Vision, just a little less flexible, and doesn't really give me the ability to pull ahead in any given lane, because I'm behind mid, behind right, and only ahead left, which staying ahead left might be harder to do. I feel like the Vision gives me more flexibility to stack 2 lanes advantageously for a Destroyer. But ultimately, I feel very behind. The 2 straight Sabertooths for extra power felt pretty strong. Okay, yeah. Now I just have literally no clue what they're doing. I just don't have a clue. I don't know. It's like, is it an Agatha deck maybe? Like I just don't know. I think this is fine. It's very losable and very winnable. God knows, I don't know what to expect. I have no idea what they're gonna do. Deadpool, Carnage, and Killmonger. Maybe this was a bot? Am I winning left? No. I lose. Down by 1 left. Are you kidding me? The freaking just tiny army of dudes wins. I would have won if I kept Vision mid. What a game, dude. What a garbage game. I guess maybe I still think the Mr. Fantastic would have been worse. It just spread the stats out too awkwardly. They didn't play anything big left anyway, so yeah, I don't know. That was a game, dude. Dude, Central Park, the featured location. We have not seen the other one in forever. This is really good lane build though here for Armor Ebony Maw. Can even play the on curve Invisible Woman as well. So here we got some stones, and they've also got some rocks to go with their stones. What do you know? Actually, yeah, let's just goose. I think armor is more valuable perhaps elsewhere. I mean, if we did want to go for a destroyer as our secondary lane, armor would definitely be better to protect the Ebony Maw and Ant-Man's stats, since they're pretty big. And that's better against Killmonger, which I don't think you ever really see too much of in Mind Stones, but sometimes they do run stuff to clear their stones, so maybe not impossible. I don't think Goose is going to be super relevant in this one, given that they probably play a lot of small stuff, only the big Thanos, which they're just not going to have board space for without some good ways to clear stats. Orca actually could work because Strange Academy can move out the squirrel. Okay. I'm intrigued. I don't think it's good, but I'm intrigued. Oh, Fisk Tower instead. Okay. Yeah, that's not very good. Gotta expect some kind of Carnage type play here. Worst case scenario, we'll put an Orca right, I guess. I don't know. This game's weird again, dude. These squirrels are making life awkward, I think. Yeah, Killmonger would actually, yeah, it would help us, wouldn't it? More than hurt us, for sure. Get that squirrel out of the way for Orca to carry, dude. Killmonger me, dude. It is. It's, oh, yes! Actually insane read on the left hand armor, number one, and number two, the Orca carry right. Let's go. Or isn't Destroyer just better? Dang it, dude. It's like I wanted one game where Orca mattered. Technically for tiebreakers, theoretically, sort of, kind of, maybe Orca could be better, but I don't think that's gonna be relevant. Just passing. Maybe they'll think I have an Infinite, right? Oh, that makes Destroyer even better than Orca. No. Why is he always so bad? Yeah, I can't put him there, I guess. Let's go here. Yeah, this is definitely losable again, but we'll try. Whatever. That's fine, yeah. Orca, buddy. See ya, dude. You suck. Orca, why are you so bad? Orca would have won this, though, for the record. He still would have been enough, right? He would have been 14 to 11, so assuming no leech, but, you know, with leech, obviously. But anything else, Orca would have been good enough. Killmonger made our day, dude. Sick Orca game, yeah. This Orca gameplay is just too good. I gotta say, by the way, Claw has not felt good in this deck so far. We have not had a single moment where we've played a Claw. I don't think one moment, right? Feels like it's been very weak. Be Altar of Death, please. Oh, even Electro's at 4 now, though. These stupid Icemen. Man, this hand is clunky. Oh god, this is honestly, you should retreat in this scenario. Our hand is really, really bad. The opponent's confident for some reason. You should retreat. I will stay for you guys, but you should nope out of this quick. Okay. Let's build 2 winning lanes. That's our angle here. Put some power left. How do I have 4 6 drops in hand? The good news is I know I'm drawing something playable, right? Oh, it's a good Polaris hit because now Destroyer is much weaker. I mean, Orca could definitely be big enough, though. Let's see. Oh, I forgot I have 2 straight 6s. I'm an idiot. Oh my god, I forgot. Let's go Orca mid into Spectrum. That's the whole point of the Electro. I'm so dumb. Yeah, this actually is okay. Okay. We might be all right. Spectrum's gonna have more power than Destroyer, right? Yeah. It's a little bit split awkwardly because the Polaris might be hard to snipe, but we're technically a little better off going left than right for the Spectrum, aren't we? We're down 3 here, down 4 here. It's one of those where it just depends a little bit on where they play. Feels a bit like a 50-50. I guess the one distinction is that Spectrum right would pull us ahead right, whereas Spectrum left does not ever contest right. This is the only one that swings. So we go to 12-7 here. We still have enough here to technically beat the Sarah if they were to decide not to play it into the Sarah at all. So yeah, we go. I mean, you assume they're going to play at least one power left, though, right? Is the thing. So are we better off stacking the stronger lane and just always sacrificing right? It's just where are they going to play? It's a 50-50. I think technically speaking, you're a little bit better off going left to stack your power and just say we're always losing right. But the opponent might think the opposite as well, you know? It's, I don't know, it doesn't matter. It's a 50-50 really. Ultimately, it just depends on where they play. Oh! Oh! No, Orca's one off. No! Orca! No! Orca, you even got buffed. You had the Wakandan embassy buff. Orca, you're so stupid. So we played the correct side. I mean, again, it's pretty much 50-50 flip there, but it's just Orca's not big enough. No Lagini, thanks for the prime sub, dude. Just Destroyer would have been, but not really, because he wouldn't have gotten buffed by Spectrum. Yeah, Orca needs to be like literally 2 power bigger, right? And he'd be nuts. He'd be busted good. Orca. Get it together, buddy. Do we put Ant-Man here? Yeah. Makes it a little easier for him to get buffed. We have a hard time sometimes getting all the Ant-Man buffs rolling, I think. Orca is trying his best. By the way, have you guys looked at the Orca artwork? Perfect timing, by the way. I don't understand. Is he actually a whale or a man wearing a whale suit? Because he's got a face inside the mouth. It just looks like he's like the mascot for a sports team. He's not actually a superhero. He's just a mascot. He's at Disneyland wearing a whale suit, or SeaWorld, I guess, specifically. He's at SeaWorld. Not actually a whale, I guess. Look at this OG Orca. Apparently this is what he used to look like in the comic books. This is hilariously stupid looking. Oh, Spectrum's sad. Look how stupid this looks. This is what he used to look like. Orca's such an idiot. Why is he so stupid? Oh, Orca, you poor idiot. I feel bad for you, man. You poor idiot. Okay. Where's my armor when I need it? Electro. Actually, we like Claw better, don't we? Oh, I can play Claw because of Electro. Wow, actually clutch. Okay. That's a big deal. We'll save Orca right here, I guess. So Claw left will tie. Oh, I can't play Claw left. There's a goose. Oh, you idiot. There's a goose. Goose, why you gotta screw me this way, man? I mean, honestly, this might be better anyway. To be transparent. Like, we have a better chance of winning mid, I think. It's just, what it means is that the Orca power is a little bit overkill. Am I gonna have to put Orca mid? Am I putting Orca mid? He's so bad. All right. I mean, we're gonna lose, but it's fine. Whatever. Oh, Orca's too good. He's too big. He's just, they knew what was coming, guys. They knew the writing was on the wall. Orca's too good. I want one game where he's useful. Just one. What was that? What was that? Oh, Orca suddenly looking a little spicier, huh? Orca? Orca? No. No Orca. Yeah, they might have removal. Let's put an armor there, that's fine. This would be a good electro game, maybe. Excellent, thank you. So we can get 6 and a 6 because we need an Orca or destroyer after having buffed with Spectrum, basically, to get this lane to be totally shored up and strong, and then win one other lane, right? Killmonger again, armor awesome, yeah. Gold aroma again. Okay, give me that Orca. Destroyer, if not, that's fine. Yeah. This is good. This is good. Does lane preference matter here? We're probably playing Destroyer next turn, and then lane preference probably doesn't matter too much. I can still play the Destroyer wherever I want, so. Okay. They really gonna get strong enough to beat me to left? I just don't see how, right? I don't want to play Titania now because, well, do I? Does it destroy the Titania? How does this work? Because if I can just destroy it and get it out of the way, it might be better for me than the other way around. Does it destroy the Titania or not, guys? I have no idea how this works. Let's just learn something. If we're not going to win, let's science at least. I don't think it will, right? I think it might bring the Titania to my side, but I don't think it'll destroy it, right? My guess is that it will not be destroyed. Lock in your bets. By the way, Pixel Titania, that's crazy. Oh, spicy. What is this gonna be? Maybe a leader. Leader's good here for them because they're in the armor lane. So, I mean, they lose the leader, but they get a 15, which they're probably pretty pumped about. In that case, Titania might get destroyed either way. Let's see. Yeah, Titania's gonna move after. Okay, sure. Oh, Galactus. Dude, it's Orca's time to shine, guys. Man, that was a bad 50-50 for me with the Destroyer. If I put him right, I feel like we'd be heavily favored because their Shang-Chi's already gone, right? Can it be? Okay, listen. I think we're gonna lose, but if there's ever been a time for Orca to do his thing, it might be right now. Does it lose to leader? Yes, because of Galactus, but leader would only be a 9 and mine would still be a 14. All right, this is your moment, Orca. So leader would be 6 and 9, 15 to 14. Yes, it still loses to, no, leader's a 3 now. Leader's not 4 anymore. He's 3, so it'd be 5 and 9. We would tie a leader. Knull we lose, doesn't matter. Knull's Knull. But leader we actually tie, I think. Oh, god dang it. That is a sick Knull, by the way. Orca, you are just a tiny little baby. You're not a whale. You're just a little guppy. That is a sick Knull, dude. That looks awesome. That is really cool. I'm gonna starry eye that. He's so tiny. Tiny little baby Orca. Why are you so tiny? And why didn't I get... I still don't know why I didn't get Sauron in my shop. This has made it even more sad that I didn't get Sauron. If we, I mean, I don't think we've had a single game where Orca was good, right? This deck's been okay. We're not too bad on the deck. It's not great, but it's not, you know, it's not disastrous or anything. But Orca has not been the answer. Down 8 cubes. We stayed in for a few pretty bad ones though, where we would have retreated normally. So I think that's probably more like 2 or 4 cubes at best. The deck would be better without Orca though, obviously. I don't know. Is there any other world where Orca is going to be better? Is the real challenge, right? Like, can you guys think of a deck where he works better? I think I saw some people toying around with like Onslaught, like Omega Red type stuff. My problem has always been with that though. It's like the Omega Red buffs on the other lanes just almost never are good enough to do anything. Like they don't win. If you can get a wave into an Onslaught into a Mystique, you can sometimes win. Like wave, Onslaught, Mystique, Omega Red, Orca type stuff. But Orca, he doesn't even, wait, why would you Orca? No, this doesn't make sense. He's gotta be by himself. That's no good. Why are you doing that? No, that doesn't make sense. Why is he so bad? I don't understand. Orca is about as useful as Warpath. Well, Warpath you can play though because he's 4 energy instead of 6. Warpath has been pretty good in destroyer decks. That's got some precedence. But yeah, maybe that's what you mean is like he's not much better and he's 2 more energy, which is a huge difference, obviously. That 2 energy goes a really long way because it's an entire turn 6. As opposed to an easily weaved in turn 4. I mean, if you just look, right, like Orca is, you know, like I've been playing Shuri to climb all month, right? Shuri is like often worth something like 15 power or 17 power because she doubles a Red Skull, right? And she's a 4-cost 17 power unit in essence, because she gives you an extra 15, and sometimes that gives you another extra 15 on a Taskmaster. So it's really like she's a 4-cost 32 power card for 4. That's insane. Then you look at Orca, and he's a 6-14 at best. And usually less than that. And you've already got, you know, here's a 6-15, here's a 6-15, obviously shaped differently. You've got Leader, which is a 6, you know, infinite. Leader can be whatever you need him to be. Leader's 80 power or 1,000 power if your opponent plays a big enough Knull, right? Zola is often insane amounts of power. Apocalypse gets huge. I don't think he holds up comparatively. Ultron and Patriot decks is often 20 plus power or something. Thanos often not really, you know, equivalent to 18. You don't usually get him to 18, but by the time you play all of these and get all these extra cards, how much extra power does Thanos contribute, right? It's just he doesn't hold up, you know? He just does not compete with the output, the swing, the utility. Since he's purely conditional stats, he lacks any utility or any synergy. He just falls so far short comparatively because other cards have real synergy and utility. And as we know, like the stat sticks just don't work that well. Hulk, Giganto, Orca, unless they have some way to have utility, they just don't do it, right? So you have to have like a surprise component, a discount component, a synergy component, or maybe just be really, really big. Like Infinite's a stat stick, but he's so big that it, you know, that's maybe the numbers where they start to make sense. You know, maybe you got to get to 20, but this is often more about cheating it out anyway. jubileeing and lockjawing and stuff. Magneto has utility, Odin has utility, Onslaught has utility, etc. It's just not enough, right? Yeah, 16, 17 power, maybe it gets there. At 14, I don't see it. I mean, if there was some way to add more, like you know, we've got, say, Mr. Fantastic and cards like this that can put power in other spots to complement the Orca so that you're shoring him up. But we had that. That's in this deck. We're running that. We have Claw, we have Mr. Fantastic, and it didn't make the difference, right? It's not enough. We had Spectrum to buff him even higher. It's not enough. The complementary stats just don't do it. You might need Miss Marvel. Well, I don't think that really helps much, right? Because she would debuff him. Like she has a reduced flexibility in that case, right? Because one lane is basically restricted from her to have a lane. An onslaught effect for the next ongoing you play? That's the kind of thing that could help. Yeah, like your next ongoing effect is doubled or something like that, sure. Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel? I guess I know Miss Marvel. Maybe that's what you guys mean, something different. Is Miss Marvel an unrevealed card? I was answering as if you meant Captain Marvel. But I know there are some unrevealed cards. I don't remember them all. I've seen them, but I can't remember every unrevealed card's detail. But yeah, I think there's other cards like Mr. Fantastic. There's some stretchy guy, maybe Miss Marvel stretchy too, to do the same thing, like multiple Mr. Fantastic type lines, and then you support him that way. Let's play one more game, guys, and I gotta go. This will be the game for Orca. I feel it in my bones. Deep in my bones. I just think he's so stupid looking. It's like they obviously tried to make him as cool looking as possible, but he still looks stupid. You know, they tried really hard. So we better off maybe going for a goose here, I'm thinking. Like, I can get this power back on Maw anyway. Like, next turn we have 5. We could play Claw maybe. Nakia on future turn for the Orca buff. That might be a little better, actually, yeah. Let's do this. Deadpool's gonna be tough to beat with Altar of Death. Okay. The turn 4 here is just Nakia. Is that really good enough? I mean, I like investing the energy into a future turn, but maybe not that exciting. Okay. I love Claw contesting Altar of Death, right? That's really good news. That helps us potentially win this location, but how do we get the rest of this out? It's gonna be the issue. Big Orca right into Spectrum left. I mean, it's not impossible. The Nakia lining up pretty well on both of these 6s here. Her buff, of course, not coming into any relevance, but Destroyer actually not better than Orca for the first time in a long time here. See, the problem is it would be so great if I could realistically put Spectrum right. I can't. Like, I would love to add her power right. Do I even contest here? I'm adding 9. No, it actually is technically better to put Spectrum right here. It's technically better. Because she still adds 9 and I only lose 5. If I go here, I'm going to 18, right? She goes to 18. If I go here, I go to 9, no, 11 plus 7, 18, 20. Assuming I think I'm gonna win mid, it's actually technically better to play Spectrum right. Now what we could do is actually really win mid with a surprise armor. But I don't know, that might be pretty risky. Like, it's so stupid that this is the right play. It's so stupid that this is the right play. I don't think it's enough, but it's so stupid. It's so silly that this is the correct play. Are they actually gonna have stats mid? Oh, Enchantress. Oh my god, dude. Oh, they went for the armor line too. Interesting. Yeah, that's fun. We still would have lost to this if we went mid, remember? Like, we're not big enough. We only had 6. Claw still loses that. Oh, it's so crazy that it's like I had to play the Spectrum here. It's just better. It's so stupid. Orca, you're so bad. You're so bad, Orca. Any cards you can play with Orca and still have his ongoing go off. I mean, there's like Hulkbuster type stuff. You can use across lane buffs like Ironheart, those sorts of things. You know, we're doing that actually with like Mr. Fantastic and Spectrum, you know, ways to buff him over the top basically. But no, not ideal really, you know. It's a decent little lane. Cosmo might be better elsewhere for this destroyer though. We gotta think about that. Hopefully 3 ongoing's enough to lock down that lane. Oh, destroyer very cheap. So we don't have the armor. Yeah, I think I like this a little more, right? Oh yeah, I forgot about stupid Electro already. Dang it. I mean, maybe we like. No, I can't. This Ebony Maw, dude. I really like destroying the Electro here, but yeah. I'm just gapping a turn on this Cosmo, right? It's just annoying. Not very good. Space Stone, Thanos, Coulson. Man, that's gonna have a lot of craziness going on, isn't it? So yeah, this is fine. Destroyer right's gonna put us way ahead right, hopefully, and then Spectrum left will be okay. Could arguably be a world where Orca left is better, but I doubt it. As always. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, Orco, dude. I mean, I think it's Orco left, right? And you just hope Destroyer's big enough? I think that's the move. I think it's the move, man. Maybe they trust the Thanos? I mean, I don't think they're getting the Thanos buffed, right? Is this finally the game? Orco's time to shine? Oh? He ties! That's enough! He did it! He did it! He tied! That's all we needed! Orca, you saint! You son of a gun, you did it! Go, Orca! Just big enough. Yes, redemption! Perfect! Perfect time to end the stream. Two hours of work for one Orco game. Yes, he's my favorite card now. Favorite card. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Good time to end the stream. We held strong there with Orca. Honestly, we really did not drop many cubes. We didn't even. I think we started at 97 and finished at 97. We we're down a few cubes inside the rank, but to be holding our rank there is totally fine with me. Hopefully I'll hit infinite tonight off stream very soon. But oh yeah, that arrow nerf mattered. You're right. Yeah, arrow to 7 made all the difference. Yeah, arrow was nerfed so Orca could shine. Beautiful. Yeah, Dexter, thanks for hanging out, man. Let me drop a raid. I was gonna raid Dexter, but he's not on, so me and Lazy just not on. So consuming entertainment instead of creating it. So what a lazy bum, Mr. Snapster. Are you gonna change your name to Snapster, Dexter, or not? Like on Twitch? Or do people know you as Dexter on your Snapster still? Okay, this guy's got a cool VTuber. I don't know anything about VTubing, but this is a VTuber, so enjoy. You're my brand manager. What do you think? I don't know, man. I don't know. Big conversation. I don't think it hurt much on Twitch. I don't, because Twitch doesn't have a lot of like SEO discoverability. It's all about just being online and having followers and notifications and stuff. So I think if you change your name on Twitch, I don't know that you'd notice much downside. It's really more about like what name you're happy with and comfortable with and stuff. I don't know if it would be much of an advantage either, though. I don't know why it would help you to change it either. Other than just Unity, people recognizing the name, I guess, if they're like scrolling through. But I feel like they'll see your face and layout and stuff and know you regardless, right? If they're just looking at Twitch thumbnail previews and stuff. I probably wouldn't do it personally, but I don't think it'd hurt much if you did. Anyway, guys, thank you, Konega, for the awesome sub. That's 8 months of awesome. Appreciate it. Enjoy this raid, everybody. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Good luck out there with your Orca builds. I want to see the best Orca builds next time I stream. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, game on.